What? Sorry. What are these? What in the
What in God's name is this?
what the frick? I looked up Green Hill Zone MIDI, and it was like Green Hill Dark MIDI, and I'm like, what's a dark MIDI? Sure, let's try that out. It's like a haunted MIDI or something. Oh, I guess. Is it supposed to be like scary or something? Like Rubik's Cube, Tails in the Rubik's Cube, supersonic. Dude, they put Tails in the Rubik's Cube. Not like this. Oh my gosh, that's wow. That's beautiful. Well, how y'all doing? Man, normally this would be the time, I guess, where I would kind of explain like what happened, but to be perfectly honest with you, I was like thinking earlier today, like, how would I explain, like what would I say, like, in terms of like summarizing everything that happened since the last time I streamed, and I couldn't think of a way to summarize it, right? And it was like honestly kind of freaking depressing, right? It was really a lot of stuff happened, and it was really completely insane. I can say one thing, really briefly. Within the span of was it 2 weeks? Like, my sister got married, right? And it was wonderful. And right before then, like the week of it, my dad had another seizure and couldn't speak, and we didn't know what was going on, and they had this freaking robot they set in. Maybe I can find a picture of what this thing looked like. I swear I'm not making this up. They sent in this robot thing, and it was called Telestroke. I'm like, what? Like, I'm in the ER with him and my mom, and this thing comes in, and I'm like, what in the name? Look at this. Hang on, this isn't exactly what it looked like, but this is pretty close to this. Like it was a different model than this, but this is actually I forgot how to stream. Give me a second. This is actually basically what it looked like. I'm not joking. They like a little robot like this like came in, and there's a doctor on it, and they're like, "Hi, what seems?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, we're living in a utopia, like dystopian nightmare. What in the frick is this?" And they're trying to diagnose him like over Zoom, using one of these. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And guess what? It's kind of hard to do that because you can't do physical tests because you're not in the room. It was ridiculous, and they eventually they didn't know what was going on, but they decided it was a seizure and that he would be fine, but he couldn't speak or anything, and it's like the week before the wedding, and we're like freaking out, like, what are we doing? And then like later that, like, as the week progressed, he got better and better each day, and he got to the point where he was basically back to normal, and then we found out my last remaining grandparent is in the freaking in the ER because one of kidney failure. They were saying she was gonna like pass away like that night, and it's still like the 2 days before the wedding. It was just insane, dude. But then somehow the actual wedding went great, and it was like a perfect day, and he was fine, and he could speak to people then, and you would have no idea he was in the ER 2 days ago because of a seizure. It was just surreal and crazy, and I had like emotional whiplash because he went from like to like no to like, oh, this is wonderful. so fast. It was crazy, and that was just one thing that happened. That was the first thing. It was I can't tell you everything because it would just take too long. Like it was completely insane. But I can say I think you guys might be wondering if you watched, like, if you were following me on Twitter, like what the frick is going on with my health. I don't entirely know, right? But for some reason in like January I had like bronchitis. And it started off as just like a fever. I felt fine, right? Like I genuinely felt like no big deal. It just felt like a normal cold. And then I started to get over it, and I was getting better, and my temperature was going down, and it was all good. And then all of a sudden I can't breathe, right? Like out of nowhere. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Like I had this horrible shortness of breath that I've never had before. Felt like I would breathe in as hard as I could, and like nothing was, like not enough air was coming in. It was horrible. So I went to like an urgent care, and they were like, oh, you have bronchitis. And they gave me antibiotics and a steroid, and they gave me an inhaler. And they told me like to take all this stuff, you know, take it all, but then with the inhaler I'm supposed to take it only if I have to, like only if I have trouble breathing, right? So I did everything exactly like they said, and I swear it didn't make it better. It had no effect on me at all, except it caused side effects that were awful and that I'm still dealing with, that I don't really want to get into because they're embarrassing and weird and bizarre. But it's crazy, dude. And it was freaking, and then but on my own, like just over time, like a few weeks passed and I just started to get better. And I was like, okay. And then I healed completely and I was totally fine. In February, I felt great except for a bunch of, my dad got COVID and had another seizure like thing. Dude, it was, I'm sorry to go into this whole thing. It was insane. It was completely ludicrous. And I'm leaving out like huge chunks of what happened. But yeah, but I felt pretty, other than all the crazy stuff that was happening in February, that I was trying to isolate and not get COVID from them and everything. Somehow I didn't. Other than all that, I actually felt pretty good in February. I was like working out and I was like doing all this stuff, and I was getting a lot done. And I got hedge set out and I was happy about it. And then March came, and all of a sudden it was March 5th, 3 a.m. I remember exactly when it was. My shortness of breath came back, like out of nowhere, and I couldn't breathe. And that was terrifying. So, final thing, right? I went to urgent care again. And this time they were like, I don't freaking know. They did like an X-ray and I seemed fine. They did a heart, like EKG, I was fine. They had no idea. So they were just like, maybe you have GERD. And I'm like, what's GERD? And I had to, they had to explain it to me. It's like a gut problem that apparently is extremely common. And I'm just an idiot. I never heard of it. And it's basically hell on earth. It's terrible, and it never goes away. It's chronic. There's no cure for this. And it causes all sorts of wonderful problems, like not being able to basically eat anything because you have acid reflux, and you have all this horrible stuff can happen. And they just gave me an H2 blocker, and they sent me home. I took this. It didn't work. It did nothing. And it actually gave me really awful anxiety that I've never had before. So I stopped taking it, and I just decided I was going to just try to figure this out on my own. And I tried all sorts of nonsense, and in the end, and I'm almost done, sorry guys, I talked to Mule, right, about this, because she had, she was concerned, she wanted to talk to me about it. And she said that the symptoms that I had to her really seemed like PTSD. like genuinely like an anxiety thing. It didn't seem like a physical thing to her, because she had very similar stuff apparently going on during a lot of the anxiety that she's dealt with. So she told me I should try treating it like it's anxiety. And I thought it was worth a shot, right? And I did. I started trying to go through all the things that's happened to me the past few years, and unironically, I felt better. I was able to breathe physically better once I started doing that. It's so weird because it doesn't feel like anxiety at all, right? I feel like I'm totally feel fine. But apparently it seems like it is some form of anxiety, because that's the only thing that I've tried that's worked. I tried changing like my diet. I tried the medicine they gave me. It got so bad that there was another time, I forget, I think it was the 8th or something. The shortness of breath was so bad that day that I went to an ER. This is after the urgent care. I had to go again because I could not breathe, dude. It was horrible. This is the hardest thing I've been through, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it's been really crazy, but I'm happy to say that it is getting a little better now. At the end of March, it's finally getting a little better. She's right, I think that it's like a mental thing, because that's really helping me. I'm trying all this stuff. I'm gonna get better, right? But it's just been really crazy. I'm good enough to stream today, right? I'm breathing well enough to where it's no problem right now. I could not have done this at all when it first started. It was so bad. But now I'm like, okay, I feel pretty okay. It's just very mild at the moment. It's really nothing, it's not really a big deal right now. But I am going to, I have one more, like a general doctor's appointment where I'm gonna get like checked out by them as well to see if they find anything. I think it's the 5th, so pretty soon. So I'm not just like, giving up and just completely being like, I'm just gonna cure it on my own using essential oils. I'm not doing that. But I seriously have been trying like a lot of things and nothing's working, dude. And no one knows what's wrong with me. So it's been quite a journey. But I think it's just a weird mental thing because of all the stuff that's happened. But I don't really know. So, needless to say, sorry. I know that bringing all that up kills the mood, kills the whole vibe here. I'm doing okay. I just wanted I guess I just wanted people to know what the heck is going on, because when I tweet cryptic scary crap like that, I feel like I need to kind of explain myself a little better. Before I'm just like, yeah, here guys, we're gonna stream. Woohoo! Everything's fine. So sorry, I don't know. It's a disorganized mess of a ramble there, but let me try to read the chat a little bit, and then I'll get into this actually at some point. You've heard about that? You mean GERD? Yeah, it's crazy. You tried asking Bing AI about it. I've been using Bing recently too, which said it could have been a different variant and you should get a second opinion, but I bet you already tried everything already. Yeah, I went because I went to like an urgent care and then I went to the ER and they just sent me home. Like they did the same test the urgent care did, an X-ray and an EKG, and they were just like, you're fine, and they sent me home. And I'm like, I can't breathe. And they're like, well, yes you can because you're getting air. And I'm like, well, I know, okay, clearly I am actually getting air because otherwise I would be passing out or dead, right? I know that. What I'm saying is it feels like I can't breathe, and it's a horrible feeling. Can you at least give me like a medicine to get rid of the feeling? No. Okay. So, and then they sent me a bill for several $1,000s. So that's awesome. I love the American healthcare system. Thankfully, there's like, there's all this crazy stuff you can do where they can like pay it off for you. I'm going to do something like that where it's going to work out. I'm not going to have to pay that myself. But yeah, man, it's been... I'm happy to be able to function again, and I'm happy to be able to do stuff. But yeah, it really makes you think, right? You're just kind of like, man, at any moment, just something that can come out of nowhere when you're totally fine. It's crazy. But it's it's good to be able to do stuff for sure. Glad to hear you're doing better. Thanks, I appreciate it. But yeah, so in lighter news, Taz is streaming at the moment apparently. Okay, cool, man. I hope I'm not causing trouble with streaming at the same time. I want to apologize for that if I am. Me, when I get finished streaming, I consider going back, but then I see a rare rad stream starts. Hey, there you go. Thanks everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. In lighter news, Sonic is dead. Yeah, that's true. Was just knifed by a stranger on the street. Going live later tonight. For real though. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, this happened early March, and the whole month I've been like doing stuff, and I've been getting slowly better. So it's like a lot better now than it was, right? I would not be streaming if it wasn't. It's to the point now where it's like, it only gets bad like after I eat, so it does seem to be related to food, right? Um, and it lasts for like an hour, and then it stops. And there's nothing I can do to make it better. Like nothing helps. I've tried everything. You just have to wait it out. But it's only an hour now. When it first started, it was several hours long every time. So it's better. It's slowly better. It's not happening right now, and it won't unless I eat something, which I will not do until the stream's done. So don't worry about it. But yeah, sorry. I just wanted to tell people what was going on, I guess. Let me shut up about that, though. It's not very fun. In more fun news, so one thing I want to mention, because I just think it's kind of fun. So I saw that like Sam's Procrastination Station is streaming something today, and hold up. He's streaming this in 14 minutes, so pretty soon. And the title is I Hacked Sega HQ, Full Chronos Island in Sonic Frontiers. And if you look at the description, that's neat. What did I do? So I was like actually asking Death. I was like, why am I credited in this? He told me he knows what the stream is, and he explained to me what it was, and I actually did do something significant that was used for the stream. Apparently, that's about to happen. So I'm that's kind of cool. I feel kind of good about that. I'm kind of excited. I don't know. I really Sam's cool. So that was just made me happy. Yeah, I'm actually excited to see this. I guess I don't know if I should spoil what it is or not, but I'll just say the first part of the title is a joke. Obviously, the rest of it is not. It's a pretty cool mod that he's gonna stream. So I'm kind of excited to. I'm gonna watch that later. After the. Good lord, I didn't show my stream key today. Did I? No, we're good. I mean, I switch over to the restream tab and I'm like, frick. I'm an idiot. All right. Anyway, so I'm glad, like, because it's funny because I had all these goals I wanted. I still have all these goals I want to do in this year, right? And a lot of them are like important life things, but then some of them are also like hobby things, right? And one of them was I want to finish the Hasten stuff because I've been working on that since November or so, with everyone else. And I wanted to finish it up and release it. And so I was like, I'm going to do it freaking February. And then February was a hell month. So many awful things happened that month. It was insane. But I didn't care. I powered through it and I released Hedgehog and I was really happy about it. So it's cool to see. I'm like, hey, it paid off. But yeah, and there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't know. I don't remember what it was. If I remember, I'll talk about it later. But yeah, so, okay, so the stream. Yeah, so Sega freaking, what is this? Released a Sonic the Hedgehog murder mystery visual novel? Okay. That's actually, out of all the things I saw on, like, from Twitter or Reddit or Discord the past week, that's probably the least weird thing I've seen, actually, not gonna lie. So I guess we're gonna check this out. It was mostly done by the social media team. Yeah, I gathered that. I didn't see exactly who did it, but it seems like it's kind of it seems like it's a labor of love type of project for April Fools, which is fun. When they tweeted the thing about we're gonna have a different direction for Sonic, I was like, here we go, right? Cause I expected the next day for them to just tweet like "Big the cat," and I was like, man, I don't know, like, I don't mean to be like cynical, right? I love April Fools; it's a fun day, but like, you know, could do something a little higher effort than that, you know. But then they tweeted out that they made an entire game for April Fools, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't make the hot take about how I felt like it was low effort, because I was very wrong. They made an entire game. I didn't expect that at all. So yeah, I'm very interested to try this out. One more thing I want to say, I actually had like a plan for April Fools this year, but I didn't end up having time to do it because of everything that happened. So I'm actually pretty glad that Sega came and made this, because this is perfect. I'm excited to play this actually. The art of this looks really cool. So let me shut up and actually start playing it, I guess. I will turn down the audio. Cool, alright, but I don't know if I'll get it fast enough. Looks like I can. That is volume mixing. There we go. Whoa, okay, that's not the right size. There we go. Yeah, it's not. It's only the title screen that's covered up by the chat like this, I think. Let me turn down the volume there. I wonder where the music comes from. How's the volume, by the way? Is it any good? I think maybe around there should be good. It's been a while since I streamed. You play this game last night. It's fun. I'm glad to hear that. It looks like it's kind of fun. Whoopsie. What am I doing? YouTube changed the chat again. If you like click on a message, it now like brings up a right click menu. That's like fine. It's just I didn't expect that. You've been sick since yesterday afternoon, but you didn't find out to be on computer again. Hey, I'm glad to hear that at least. Yeah, I feel you. It's been nuts. I'm tired of being sick. I want to be not sick. So let's do that. Hi, Taz. I almost called you Rad. I don't know what that means for a mental state. How you doing? Thanks for saying that, Taz. I really appreciate it. Sorry I've been so dead. It's really been nuts. Like, I need, like crazy, even for my standards. You hacked Sega HQ, don't you remember, Rad? Oh yeah, that's what I did last night. I was wondering where I got that SDK from. Some Sonic Team members and fans assisted on this? Oh, yo, that's actually really cool. Like that they pitched in for an April Fool's joke. Maybe we should view the credits first, actually. Executive producer, we got Katie, the social media team. I'm not going to recognize most of these names. We got Greg, the hobo. I'm sorry. We got Ian Flynn. Sorry. Does that say Ian Flynn? Stupid joke. Story by all of them. Oh, and Justin worked on it as well. We got Minho Kim doing the. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Doing the character art, because this art looks phenomenal from what I've seen so far, which is very, very little. I'm completely blind. I've just seen like. I saw the screenshots on the Steam store page, and I didn't read the text. But the screenshots looked really cool visually. We got Eric Omega and Matthew Thebes doing the background art and the prop design. We got some concept artist and pixel artist, Zachary Hutter. Lots of really cool. 2 programmers on this. Wait, is that... Did Katie do the programming? Bro. Cool. In collaboration with, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Michael... I'm not going to get that right, I'm sorry. I don't want to butcher your name. I'm saying that like they're watching. Music special thanks Jun Sonoe, Tony Hardell, and Johnny. If they compose like a custom thing for this, that would be crazy. They have playtesters and everything. This is really cool. And this is mostly the like Sega stuff. Sales, operations, PC dev services. The lengthy credits for an April Fool's game. Thank you, Sega, for letting us make this game, and thank you for playing Happy April Fool's Day Observed. Alright.
Do you think my PC will be able to run it?
We designed the difficulty of the think levels for experienced Sonic... I don't know if I'm supposed to know what that is yet. Okay, let's just jump into this. You're working on a Hasten Unity editor thing? That's awesome. I had a Hasten importer for Unity that I wrote to test out the lid hasten C sharp, but it wasn't feature complete at all. It just imported the objects as cubes, right? It was just so that I could make sure that the importer was working correctly. So yeah, so if you could do like a more feature complete one that actually does like maybe like terrain and stuff too, that'd be sick. Obviously, I'm still working on Hedge Edit, but all this stuff has meant I haven't really had any time. The only time I had went towards Hedge Set. So yeah, I'm gonna try to work on it again. I drafted out a design document for the back end of it just the other day. But yeah, it's just kind of slow. The music's original. Oh, that's sick. Wow, that's actually really cool. I'm actually pretty excited. This is kind of cool. This is like a high effort. This is what Corey and the Dead wishes it could be. Am I right? For the record, I meant my version, not the one that Taz is making and everyone else is working on is actually very high effort. I meant my stupid game maker, the original one. Phew, made it on the train 15 minutes ahead of schedule. I need to be careful with the voices a little, actually, because I don't know. I feel a little like it's harder to breathe if I do certain voices. So far, so good for my first day on the job. Oh, I totally forgot. My name tag isn't ready yet. I should make one. I'll just sign my name here. Hello, my name is... Oh my gosh. Frick, this is a big decision. What's my name? This is the new Crisis. Yeah, this is how you test if your PC is good enough or not. We're going back, ×2. Sonic Mania 2, worse than before. I'm currently doing a rewrite, but I've gotten models pass, though I couldn't get curves worked in node-based one yet, and such. That's really awesome. You just use your own name? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Let's see, is this the name of the custom hero character? Yeah, I guess so. This looks like an Oswald to me. I'm just gonna keep it real. This dude looks like a freaking Oswald. Oswald, did I spell that right? Yeah, dude. Spelled it perfectly. Yeah, dude. Hope passengers can read my scribble. They can't. You didn't take cursive. They don't know. This art is actually so good. Like, it's so high effort for this. Uh-oh, am I nervous? I don't know. Let me check my emotion check. Vibe check. Failed. Is this the first day on the job? Is this first day on the job jitters? This is a Unity game, right? I'm fairly certain it's Unity, but I didn't look at it yet. Working the train's dining car can't be so bad. Come on, Oswald, shake it off. Slap. Oswald, did I just, see you hitting yourself? That's kind of cringe, bro. I'm gonna have to throw you off the train. Mr. Conductor, sir. How are you doing this morning? Bad, thanks for asking. Quite alright. Though feeling a little bittersweet. Wait, can you, like, hit on the conductor? It's Unity? Nice. Should mod this to make it like a hasten importer? No, I'm kidding. Sure. Why not? Trying to butter me up the first day, are we? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Alas, today's my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 freaking years. That is a long time. Time for me and the Mirage Express to say goodbye to one another. Oh, congratulations on retirement, sir. Thank you. My wife is very excited about it. Oswald's like, dang it! Dang it! She's already got our plane tickets to Spagonia locked. Oh, see, this is in freaking Sonic Unleashed. Our shower is bit on the fritz, so I'm excited to use the hotels. Fahaha! I can see why his wife's... Oh! Enough of my quibbles. Today's your first day working the dining car. Here's the menu for today. Menu added to inventory. 32 because 32 years since 1991. Oh, I didn't even think. You're right. That's nice, actually. I can open the inventory anytime to view items I've received. I should look over the menu carefully. Watch carefully. Was that from, was it Babysitting Mama? What am I doing? Like, I just have sound clips in my head, and I'm like, I don't know where that came from. The Mirage Express dining menu, it features chili dog, instant ramen, and chicken cordon bleu. Oh, that sounds delicious right about now. Not gonna lie. Okay, so it's like, we gotta inspect things, because it's a murder mystery. Why do you look so nervous? All we have on the train is a microwave. Fa ha 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 ha! Though I'm sure a little quiz is in order. Which of these do we serve in the dining car? Oh my goodness. Wait, it's a quiz? So there's a correct answer? Oh, I guess, right, because they're trying to teach you how to do this. It doesn't actually say which one they serve in the... Oh, it's just one of these. Chicken cordon bleu is in the... Yeah, got it. Ding ding ding, glad you can read the menu! Yeah, I can read. For now. A little about the vessel. This is a state-of-the-art high-speed smart train with all the latest gadgets. This train can really handle anything you throw at it. We've had a lot of adventures together, me and this train. It's not easy to leave. For 32 years, I don't blame him for being... Yeah, that would be a long time to be in the same place. This train is exclusively used for events. It's not a passenger train. I remember that from the interview. What's the event today? A murder mystery party. Nothing better than some thrills to end my tenure as a conductor. Guess it'll be fun to hear the dining cars, a home base, so to speak. I'll be with you to gather tickets, but after that, you'll be on your own. So I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of, understood? They'll beat you to death if you don't do the right thing. Yeah. God, this will make it rest easy. Doors to the Mirage Express are opening. All aboard. Man. Was that like animating or no? I could have sworn that was moving. Am I supposed to? Is it look like? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to interact. Oh, nice. Okay, everyone gets on. There's Amy. I think she's the main character of this. Oh, man, can I do a Tails voice without? What'd be the stupidest?
Wow, this train is incredible!
There we go. That's exactly what he sounds like. Exactly.
What fascinating tech!
You're right, Tails. I get used to staying on a train like this. Oh, I forgot to mention I also had a freaking gum surgery. So so that's fun. But that's over now. How am I gonna do Amy? Well, what did you all expect? No, I'm not even gonna try. Let's just make it comical. What'd you all expect? You know, I always go a lot for my birthday party. Actually, that's a horrible idea if I'm doing that for the entire game. This train's as elegant as you are, Amy. Can't promise I won't take anything, though. Calm down there, Rouge. Did I not just catch you stealing from the train station gift shop? I want there to be like a laugh track after every line that Knuckles says. Even though the vast majority of the lines are not going to be jokes, I assume. Like, I just want there to be a laugh track. This game's 4 hours long? Oh, jeez. Okay, wow, that's actually a lot longer than I expected. I thought this was going to be like 30 minutes. It was a pen, Knucklehead. Who's going to miss a teeny tiny pen? What cast of characters am I stuck with? Get a hold of yourself, Oswald. You're sweating through your uniform. Jeez. Oh, Sonic's still alive in this hour. Well, no, I gotta do Sonic. Hey, pal. Can I get one of those chili dogs? There's no option to, like, bully him? Dang, what am I gonna do? I don't know if you're friends yet. Of course. Are you a pirate? What a freaking weirdo. Oh no, I'm more nervous than I thought. Sonic, wait until I announce everyone's roles to get food. Sorry about that, birthday girl. I'll be coming around to collect everyone's tickets. Please have them out and ready. You'll join me, Oswald, won't you? Just click on whoever you'd like to talk with, and we'll collect their ticket. Okay, got it. Oh, wow, okay. So, do I have to pick just one of them? Or... let's start with him. ticket, please. Okay. Thank you kindly. Happy to have someone as renowned as yourself on board. Don't worry about it. I just like helping. When Eggman took over, I truly feared the worst. But my kids swore you would swoop in eventually, and you did. Did they say that earlier and I'm just an idiot? Did Eggman take over the... what? Like the train or something? I can't offer much other than my sincere gratitude. Don't sweat a thing. I'm glad you and your family are safe. I'm sure Oswald can hold his own against Sonic. Okay, but if they had a fight, right? Like if Oswald and Sonic threw hands, who do you think would win? Be honest. I don't know. I think Oswald might have the advantage. I'm not going to elaborate further. Forces? Oh, okay, this takes place like after Forces, I guess. Wait a second, is he Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh my gosh. It's the real Sonic. I promise you an excellent stay on our train, Sonic. Have fun. Yes, have fun! Will do, thanks! It's the most, like, over-the-top, exaggerated Sonic voice. Hello, Espio. You talked to them again after asking for the ticket, by the way? Oh, okay, there's more dialogue. I see. Dude, they made freaking Danganronpa. They made Ace Attorney. What the heck? Can we please see your ticket? Of course. Excellent, thanks. I hope you enjoy your stay with us. Absolutely, I appreciate it. There's a calmness about him. Something about his presence puts me at ease. Consider me calming? Did he say that out loud? He's looking right at me. Okay, he can read his thoughts. Yeah, I believe one can communicate through the subconscious. Wow, ninjutsu? Lego Ninjago? That sounds like a lot of difficult training. Can you cling onto walls? I'm just wondering. What kind of question is that? I don't know. I most certainly can. The conductor looks a bit too smug about that answer. I guess I should probably click on them again before I... Well, let's click on each one of them and then, like, go back. I don't know. Hello, my friend. Can I get your ticket? Yeah, sure, of course. As a gentleman of upstanding morals, I'd like to show you my ticket. He seems to be avoiding eye contact. Nah, he's the decoy. He's not the murderer. He's the, like, the one to make you think that he's the murderer. Is something amiss, sir? I seem to have, misplaced my ticket. Could you speak up a bit? I couldn't quite hear you. Sorry, I won't do that. I misplaced my ticket. I don't know where it is. He's not hiding his embarrassment very well. Don't you worry. We'll take a look around for you and see if it turns up. If you talk to each one of them, you won't be able to talk to them again. So pick whoever you want to talk to again and pick them again. Wait, what? Sorry. If you talk to each one of them, you won't be able to talk to them again. Oh. So I can only do that to one person? The microphone joke was funny. Why, thank you. Ah, that would be amazing. Thanks a million. Seems as though we should keep our eyes peeled for his ticket. Shadow is, tripped out. This is different. He's dressed up like the Starbucks, meme. Oh no! Here. Oh, we talked to all of them in automatic events as the event. Gotcha. Yeah, that's actually what I thought, like earlier when I was trying to explain that, but I didn't know how to articulate it. Like I need to talk to all of them but one, and then go back. Thank you, everything is in order. He seems concerned about something. Is there anything we can help you with? ... Did you sell gift bags here? I can't, I like forgot how to do Shadow. No, sadly, but I have a plastic grocery bag in the back I can get for you. That stare, Bert, it's so cold. Oswald, you're shivering. Do you need me to fetch your jacket? No, I'm good. Let's do Tails. That's also basically the voice I did for Tails. I'm just gonna stop with that. Can I get your ticket, youngin? No! Get off the train! But I'm the conductor. You can't tell me what to do. Get off the train! Right here, sir. It'd be kind of funny if, like, Tails was the murderer. And it was, like, just because that alone would be funny. Because that'd be completely ridiculous and unexpected. But it would also be funny because, like, what if you wrote it into the script where it was, like, obvious? You know what I mean? They're not gonna, obviously they're not gonna do it. I'm just clowning around. Like, imagine, like, a murder mystery game where the murderer just outright is like, it was me! I'm the murderer! I pushed him off the train because I wanted him to perish! And everyone's like, who could the murderer be? It's like, maybe it's him. Like, that'd be... I'd like that. Thank you. May I offer you any of the snacks we have on board? I hate snacks. I'm allergic to everything. Okay, sorry. Sorry? What are you sorry for? He just gets offended by everything. No, thank you. When I travel, I always pack my own sparkle gelatin. It's a sparkly jelly that I can melt any jaded heart. He admitted he melts hearts. No way, I brought my own sparkle gelatin with me too! It's my first day and I was a little nervous. Is this a thing? Don't be nervous. You're doing great so far. But don't get on my bad side. We're sparkle gelatin buddies. Absolutely! If you need anything, just let us know. Thank goodness someone on this train is normal. That was a bit of a sus line, I'm not gonna lie. Like a hint at something. Could I please get the birthday girl's ticket? Hee hee, why certainly. Thank you, miss, and thank you for choosing our fine train for your birthday festivities. Well, the birthday discount certainly helped. Who doesn't love a good bargain? And a murder mystery train just sounds so exciting. It's right up my alley. Who doesn't love a good thrill? You see, I'm a girl who loves a good true crime podcast. Maybe we should leave her to have fun. She's a frequent Spotify listener? Before we move along, before you miss... Oh, how fun, thank you. Where do I use this? That unlocks any door in the train. It's like the key to the city joke. Happy birthday! The birthday girl gets the birthday key. It's practically tradition. For 32 years, we've done this. Very useful. I will use this wisely. Thank you. The real murderer is Sega. Yeah, they're the ones who killed Sonic. I mean, they said it in the tweet. Wait, was that... You can click on this. Welcome aboard the Mirage Express. Happy birthday, Amy. And then the weather. That's pretty... This game is really fun so far. Like, I have to say, you can tell the people who worked on this, like, enjoyed it. Rad Y. To which thing? You can talk to all of them again, but there's a plot trigger that'll let you stop talking to them again. Okay. Yeah, okay, May I have your ticket, please? Gasp. Thank you very much, on top of it, I see. Freaking, I don't know. A princess as myself must always be punctual.
Princess? Did she just say princess?
If you don't mind me asking, are you visiting from somewhere? A separate dimension, actually.
A separate what?
There has to be a laugh track after that line. Like, come on. Just here for Amy's birthday, then I'll hop back to my own dimension. I quite prefer the birthday cake from this world more than my own, so I admit I'm a bit excited. Oh, you don't say! Well, I hope you enjoy your stay.
Shouldn't I bow? How do I bow? Do I bow before a princess?
What are you doing? Please get up.
Why can I not win with this group?
Dang.
Well, hello, you two. What can I do for you?
Good morning, ma'am. Can we get your ticket?
My, how forward.
Let me fetch it for you. Come back if you need anything else, you hear?
Wow, she's so polite. Very easy to talk to as well.
What does that even mean? Ma'am, I saw you sneak the $20 bill out of my pocket. Oh, frick. Gonna have to kindly ask for that. So she's just like outright a thief, like canonically. Just like an essay too. The second essay. That's great.
Oh, this was yours? Whoopsie. Must have slipped out. Here you go.
I may not actually be the best at judging character. It's okay, Oswald. I understand. I know. Howdy. Could I please get your ticket? It's all beat up.
I think that's a ticket. Oh, that's pretty funny. But I really don't want to argue with this guy. Do you think this guy is? You think Knuckles is gonna like beat you up or something? Everything looks good, thanks. Seems the conductor doesn't want to argue either. Alright, so I should talk to each of them again, I guess? Have you played Rush? Yeah, I never beat it, though. I got to, like, the final boss, and I legitimately, like, I know this is, like, pathetic. I legitimately struggled with the final boss so much that I was just like, I don't know if I want to beat this. Like, it was one of those things where I was like, I put it down and I was like, I'll just beat this later, and then I never got around to actually beating it. I probably should. I believe I played it as Blaze for a while too, but I didn't finish it as Blaze. Gosh, I don't remember. Well, actually, maybe I did beat it as Blaze and it was the real final boss, or I don't remember. It was probably just the regular one. Yeah. I don't know why, right? Like, I don't freaking understand why the Rush boss fights are so difficult for me. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Because they're not really that hard. I don't know. I think the big thing is that, like, oftentimes I'll, like, go through them and they'll be totally easy and fine until the last hit, right? And for whatever reason, the last hit is when I'll screw it up. And then I have to do the whole boss again. And it's just like, man, I don't enjoy this. I don't know. The regular boss fight is stupid hard. Well, thanks for saying that. Yeah, okay, that actually makes me feel better. Because I'm like, gosh, it's not even the real final boss. But yeah, it's like... It was like painful. I was like, I don't want to keep playing this. You just play on easy? Oh, that's probably what it is. Yeah, I played it on normal. Because like, the actual game is fine on normal difficulty. But the boss fights are insane. They last a long time. Yeah, thanks everyone for saying that. I appreciate it. I kind of feel like, I feel better now. Because I genuinely just thought, I was like, maybe I'm just garbage. But yeah, but Rush is really a really great game, actually. Yeah, the bosses are just kind of tough. Put on easy, I'll have a better time with the boss fights. Yeah, thanks, I'll have to try it again on easy. Have you played Riders? I played Zero Gravity, which is... People like that one okay, right? I think the tier list is like people like the original Riders the best, and then Zero Gravity is like second best, and then Free Riders is like, we don't speak of Free Riders, right? I think that's the tier list. But yeah, I only played Zero Gravity. I thought it was fine. It was kind of fun. I don't know. It wasn't like a game that I feel like I would want to come back to a lot. But I did enjoy it for what it was. I got like fairly decent at using the I don't remember what it's called. But there's a move where you like levitate for a second, and then you can like rotate, and then you let go, and then you blast off in that direction, and that's really fun. That move is really fun to use. It's kind of like a drift, even though it isn't a drift. It's like really creative, actually. And yeah, I don't know. I could appreciate the mechanics of it, for sure. Like, it's a very like, I can tell there's like a lot of depth to it, and I see why people like it. It's just a game that I feel like, I'd have to play this for a really long time to get good at it. I don't know, but I did. But it was cool. I need to play the original Riders. And maybe someday Free Riders. I actually have a Kinect now. I got one somewhere for a joke, for a friend. So I might need to get some Free Riders. We'll see. We'll see if I hate myself that much. It depends on if people would watch it. Okay, so I need to go back, I guess. I love the art so much. This is so great. Shoot, I was supposed to get Amy a cake. What am I gonna do? Bake me a cake as fast as I can? I'm fast. I haven't slept in over 72 hours. Okay, later, Sonic. Can I get your order, or good luck with that? Yeah, sure, let's take him up on it. I'll be back for that chili dog! Only if you had a webcam? Yeah, you're right. That's definitely the thing. I need to get a webcam. And like a living, I'd have to clear out space, like, you know, so like presentable enough. I don't know, maybe if it looks like trash it makes it funnier. Who knows? For a hero such as yourself, it'll be on the house. Wow, dang. I appreciate that. I kind of forgot my wallet at home. Thankfully, using Google Pay, I don't know. How was I gonna buy the chili dog earlier? I guess he just expected it to be free. It's kind of funny. I love how he always looks like he's like about to like he's the anime character who's gonna say some like deep thing, you know, like as the lifespan of the rose dwindles by the moonlight, you know, whatever. Such does that of my patience. The train is exquisite. I'm enjoying my time already. I guess I'll take all their orders. I'd order one of each, but I'm here for the party. I'll eat when everyone else does. What excellent principles! Plus, I had a snack right before this. He does look like he could be a murderer, though. Like, I could see it. He's like the gentleman murderer, you know? The one who, like, when no one's looking, he, like, stabs someone in the back, and then he just kind of, like, you know, brushes it off. Makes sure his suit is clean. That's always, like, a fun archetype in shows. He had a snack right before this thing. He's like, yeah, I just stuffed my face with some Lay's. What else do you need? Make the webcam 144p. It's funny you say that. I have one of those extremely crappy, like, Xbox Live webcams that I think would actually work on a PC if you plugged it in. I've never tried it, but it should, right? It's USB. So, like, that would be the worst quality imaginable, right? But it's kind of funny imagining it. I don't think it would actually be that funny for long, though. Like, it'd be funny for like 10 minutes, and then it'd be like, Rad, I can't see your face. This is awful. So, you know, I don't think I would actually do that. There's a lot of jokes that are like that, right? Where they're funny for 5 minutes, and then it's like, this isn't funny anymore. Can I take your order? Only 3 items on the menu. Reference the Three Musketeers mission from Sonic 06. I dare you. Sorry, sir. Is not everything to your liking? I just expected a bit more from a train so state-of-the-art. You don't even have drinks listed? He's not wrong, but I'm still offended? Twitter.com. We offer water, coffee, and Chaos Cola as... Okay, nice. I'll have to take you up on the coffee soon. My life is one of those jokes, dab. I was gonna say something like every joke I make is one of those, but I decided, but I refrained. Just the beans and a spoon, though. What? I can't get a read on this guy. That's awesome. That's another great like stereotype, like or archetype rather, like the character whose motive cannot be understood. It's pretty great. I'm not gonna do the Vector voice because I don't want to rip my throat up completely for 4 hours. Find anything yet? It's just like the most non-Vector. Hey guys, check out my Vector impression. Isn't it so good? We're still looking. Keep me posted, kid. Is Vector in the room with us right now? I wonder what cake topper Sonic picked out for me. I guess I'll just take all their orders. I guess that's the best thing to do. No thanks, I'm saving room for my birthday cake. Oh, does someone bring a cake for you? Yes, that was Sonic's job. Uh-oh. I'm screwed. Funny, Sonic looks awfully nervous all of a sudden. That's great. Oh, Sonic, why'd you turn to look at the wall? Sonic? Sonic! No! You didn't forget the cake, did you? Okay, so are they gonna claim... Someone might, like, blame Amy. Like, she was awfully mad at Sonic when he didn't bring the cake. She's probably the one who did it. You do not need to bow every time you see me. Holy frick, what a simp. Oh, sorry. Can I take your order? Saving myself for a cake. Thank you, though. Are you sure our instant ramen doesn't disappoint? I'm quite sure. Okay. Use both options, but the result is usually only slightly different. Oh, gotcha, okay. I'm not sure if I'll do that unless... If there's one that has a really great, like, alternate dialogue that, like, someone knows of, like, let me know and I'll go back for that. Please excuse me, darling. Just need to freshen up before the party begins. Water.mp4. Your order, ma'am? Oh my gosh. Oh, this all looks delectable, but sadly, we'll have to pass. If you get hungry later, we'll have the microwave warmed up for you. What is this? Applebee's? Laugh track. Maybe we shouldn't tell the customers that. Okay, no, but what does she say if you pick the other one? Don't I know it? That's in character. What a beautiful train. I feel completely at ease. Nothing could possibly stop me now. The menu, sir? I don't like reading things from strangers. Fair enough. What? Does Tails have like does Tails have like bipolar disorder or something? What the frick? Maybe we should leave this dude alone. Can I take your order? Not interested. Okay. Either he's really interested or he doesn't know how to read. Chicken cordon bleu does sound good, though. Well, that answers that. What? Why don't we just get him some chicken cordon bleu? Feed my boy. He's starving. Why is Dr. Octopus giving food to Vector? Yeah, what? I want to check that out, but I want to see this. What's sticking out of the napkin holder? Say, wasn't someone looking for the ticket earlier? Yes. Let's be sure to return this to its rightful owner, and let's make sure no one uses their ticket as a napkin. Lost ticket is added to your inventory. Frick, who was it that... See, this is the problem with me playing these types of games. My memory is crap. Which one of them was it that lost their ticket? It was Vector, right? Yeah. Find anything yet? Dude, he has a freaking not blood stain on him. Like, but he's definitely the decoy, right? He's not the actual murderer. Well, we just might have what you need. Also, why don't you show your friend here what we picked up? Give him the menu! Actually, does he say something funny if you give him the menu? Oh, I'll take one of each. On second thought, maybe I'll wait a bit. Yeah, he does. I was referring to the other thing we picked up. Ah, right, sorry. Yeah, I'm glad I picked that. Ah, there it is. That's my ticket. Thank you so much. I was really worried you kicked me out and I missed the murder mystery. What? Oswald here would have their hands full kicking you out. I wouldn't leave without a fight. Wait, what? Who made me both microwave expert and security guard? You're both alright in my book. Thanks again for the assist. Of course, just let us know if you need anything else. Okay, everyone. Time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. Oh, right. They're doing it. Okay. yeah. Just excuse me. Just an idiot. I was like, is he just like, just willingly being like, there's gonna be a murder mystery soon? Ha ha ha! And that's my cue to leave. Let's prepare this, the driver's compartment for departure. Ah, the conductor's car. Someone gave Tails something that said he used it one time, and he never trusted anyone ever again. Yeah, like, he just has, like, severe, like everything sends him into, like, a frenzy, but he's okay. He's doing his best. I promise, yeah? You do everything in your power to make sure our guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express. Absolutely, you can count on me. To be honest, this group seems pretty capable on their own. And train! Assist Oddball if they need any help, won't you? ... Ha ha ha! That's all I needed to hear. You have my trust. Nothing more heartwarming than a conductor in his train. Excellent, I'll be off. I must take my leave, everyone. Please have a phenomenal time. And don't worry about mucking up the place either. This train is state-of-the-art and the systems for dealing with all of that. For everything else, please talk to Oswald here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely. Will do.
Goodbye now. I like that guy. Thank you all for following the outfit guide I sent you. You all look amazing. I trust you all read your lore cards as well. Lore cards? Must be the details of their motivations. I suppose it makes sense lore cards aren't read out loud, otherwise people would know the murderer's intentions. Now on to the nitty-gritty. For the murder mystery game, one of you will be murdered, and the rest suspects. See whether thou actually murders one of them. Everyone has assigned roles for the characters they will be playing. Participation is required because it's my birthday! Of course! Birthday girl makes the rules! We're being forced alive! Sonic, you are a ship captain, and you'll be stationed in the conductor car. Naturally, that's where the captain would go. I'm the captain of ships! Does he know what he... Anyway, Tails, you're the detective. You'll be here in the dining car. Indubitably. Knuckles, you're the sheriff around these parts. We'll find you in the saloon. Got it. Yeah, that's fitting. So wait, so Tails the detective. Yeah, it's easy to remember so far because they're dressed like it. Rouge, you're a business tycoon, and Blaze, you're a titan of industry, both in the casino. Okay. What's the difference? There is none. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher, and SBO the poet, both found in the library. The butcher is in the library? Hear that, SBO? We get to hang out together. And do what? Read? Maybe we can make a tower of books or something? Shadow is the locksmith hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least, me, the journalist reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Did you get all that? Yeah. I think if you say no, they'll just say it again. I was listening in. Hope that's okay. More than alright. You can help ensure everyone's following their rules. Oh, that reminds me. Whoa. I have a map for each of you. Oh, that's good. Everyone's station is marked on this map as well. How convenient. Map was added to your inventory. The rules of this game are as follows. There is a murderer amongst you all. They were very... extremely careful to not say among us. The murderer can kill a single participant. See, kills in quotes. This game is E for everyone, guys. It's all good. However they choose, but you must physically be present with the victim for it to count. I gotta say, it's actually a really cute idea for it to be, like, not a real murder mystery. That's really cute, actually. Everyone else must collect evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who's done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused. So inspect everything you can, find clues, and interrogate. Alright. I'll set a timer for 1 hour so everyone can mingle and the murderer can do their thing. Is everyone ready? Sounds like everyone's excited. Everyone, to your stations. Alright. Ah, this is so exciting! A mystery is unfolding right under our very noses. I know, it's kind of... I guess I'll say like goosebumps. Same! Ah, isn't it awesome? Everyone has so much character in this. Like, it's great. I really like this a lot. Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everyone? Well, actually, the detective and the journalist can't be the murderer. Oh. Okay. So we're stuck here for an hour before going out and scoping the place. This way, there's always a neutral party. I see. Makes sense to me. Seems as though Amy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Oh, probably inspecting their stations and talking amongst one another? Don't say it. Don't say it. Everyone has roles to play, so they must be exploring their characters. Amy's so animated in this game, it's great. Yeah, like, I don't want to blab about this for 5 years, but I could see someone doing one of those, like, you know, the, like, Sonic documentary channels or whatever. I could see someone doing, like, a character analysis of Amy after this. Like, actually. Because, like, Amy's character, for the longest time, was basically just, like, psychopath, like, who's in love with Sonic, right? And then, in the later games, they changed it and watered it down in a way where they made her kind of just... It's weird. They were trying to make her, like more empowered. But in so doing, I think they kind of just made her character girl. Right? It's like, she's girl, and she's empowered, trust us. And it was kind of weird. It was, like, really generic, and it was, like, the one thing that made Amy's character unique was, like, taken from her, and it was kind of odd, in my opinion. So now, they're, like, trying to kind of combine different
perception, like characterizations they've had of Amy over the years, like in the comics and in the earlier games. And there's almost kind of a new tone to it as well. Like, I don't know, it's, in summary, I think it's really cool. It feels like Amy's actually a character again, but actually I think she has more personality than before. Like even in the earlier games, right? Which is cool, because it's not just psychopath. She's like a little crazy, but not in the sense of like she was before. It's kind of cool. For the past decade, she's been so bland. I agree. Amy needs to be lively like this. Yeah, no, this is perfect. This is exactly how her character should be. Do you know what their character motivations are, Amy? No, the lore cards are confidential. No one knows but the person who received them. Flicky. My backstory is that I was best friends with a Flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kickstarting my desire for justice in the world. Huh. My lore is that I'm a nosy person turned journalist. Not gonna lie, this sounds kind of fun. Oh, I thought he was gonna say, like, make a joke at Amy's expense. Like, it's kind of accurate. But he didn't. Wish I wasn't stuck on microwave duty. Oh! Bro. The train started moving! It's so fast! Grab onto something! What's going on? Oh, so is there going to be an actual murder? Ah, I'm slipping! Hold on! I can't! Ah. No! Dang. The spooky has arrived. The dark MIDI was actually appropriate. Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, the music's kind of cool too, this part. You're both awake! Yeah. It seems the train has slowed down considerably. Is everyone alright is probably more appropriate. Yeah, my head's spinning a bit, but I'm okay. What? Whoa, my head's spinning! No, that's actually the joke. I freaking love that. It seems we've been knocked into the dining car's closet. This train can reach such incredible speeds. We're getting our money's worth of this experience, that's for sure. Yeah. It was actually intended? It's my first day, so I'm not really sure. I don't recall them warning me about this in the interview. Dang. We should go check on the others. Oswald, could you get the door? Of course. I like that instead of Oswald being like, this isn't supposed to happen, he's like, huh, maybe it's supposed to happen? Dude does not make any judgment until he has all the evidence. That's why he's going to be a great detective. It seems the door is blocked and I don't think it's budging. Amy, give that fallen shelf a whack with your Pico Pico hammer, TM. ... She doesn't have it. Let's find another way out. I'll start looking for clues. I'll search over here. ... I know, Amy, she's hiding something. I suppose she did wake up before. Something could have happened. Listen, I know I'm a detective here, but all the best detectives have sidekicks. I'm gonna need your help. This is cool. Like, what the... Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way and interrogate her about it. Check out everything you can around this closet, then we'll show it to Amy to uncover the full situation. Gather evidence and interrogate. Got it. It really feels like a fan game, but in a good way. I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? Understood. Flashback! You can count on me, Tails. I won't turn evil like your ex-flicky companion did. My slogan for my billion-dollar tech company is "Don't be evil," and we're never gonna change that. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. I feel like too many Sonic Amy fans have been writing her and neglecting the fact that her and Sonic aren't the best friends ever. Or what do you say? This is kind of what they tried to make her, probably. Originally, yeah. Yeah, no, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, well, yeah, like I wasn't talking about fan writing. Fan writing's obviously all over the place. Okay, so let's start with the clues. Wait, this is actually this is like so. I saw Aaron Weber came back from the dead to talk about this game. It's funny how they actually have the more clues thing going on here. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, it's empty. Well, but on the bright side, this is a very clean trash bin. How did I become as optimistic as this kid? I love how he's just so confident, like, oh, it's gotta be the trash.
He's wrong. What do you think, Tails? Want me to cook any of this for you? Don't let him cook. We get out of here, sure. I normally never make microwave meals. I prefer to cook. My cast iron skillet has gotten a lot of use lately. Bro, Tails should cook for us. That'd be. I want to say bussin'. but I fear of the cringe that I will bring. I can cook a mean cast iron pizza. Haha. Bro, I want that. I've only had microwave lunches this week. Should really eat some real food for once. Ah, the wet floor sign, keeping people alert and safe. Once I slipped on some spilled juice at the grocery store. No wet floor sign at all. That's how I got all of my injuries. Luckily, Sonic was there to catch me. Wow, Sonic really is as fast as they say, and he also can apparently like tell what's going on, like even when he's not anywhere near his friends. Oh, I guess he was just with him. But he was going so fast that he also slipped on the juice. We slid into an older gentleman's shopping cart. Well, it's the thought that counts, I suppose. Yeah. I feel like this is going to trigger something. Either this will or Amy will. Let's go with this first. This is a rod? Oh, you could use that. The tip is broken. It looks to have originally been attached to something. I'm not sure if it's related to our mystery, but I like spinning it around, so we'll keep it. Stick is added to inventory. Nice. What's the latest? Find any clues yet? I found a spoon. If we find 2 more, we can dig ourselves out. Yeah. On a tree. Gasp. I'll keep looking. Okay, so this is like a trigger here, right? I should probably put this first. The shelf blocking your exit. It's currently not budging. Hey, guys, we'll look closely at this. Okay. I wonder how this side of the shelf got smashed. Something the shelf could have fallen into, and I'm sure this damage wasn't here before. The train has too much upkeep. I guess if someone broke it before. I feel like this is important. We should log it. A crack on the shelf is added to your inventory. Sorry, I misread that for a bit. I was like, what? There's this little bit of crack on the shelf. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Amy and find out what really happened. Okay. But if you talk, she probably says something too. Any clues yet? I found it. Oh yeah, this was the same thing from earlier. Alright, let's start the interrogation. Sonic seems to be kind of on and off about Sonic himself, so it's really up to interpretation. I feel like, well, here's how I feel about it, right? I've talked about this before. I think it's probably usually with, like, okay, I think it's probably best to avoid actually shipping the characters canonically, right? At least most of the current cast, simply for the fact that, like, I don't know, right? I don't know how they put this, but like, that I feel like if you start to do that, that will become the focus of, you know, whatever medium it is you're doing that in, right? So if you have like a game and you make it so that like you start shipping the characters in the game canonically, then like the rest of the game is gonna have to be about that to some degree, right? There's not really any other way you're gonna write yourself out of that. Like, if you do, it would be bad writing actually, right? Because you started something, you need to like kind of finish it, right? Otherwise, it feels like a weird dangling idea. You know what I mean? So I think it's for the best, at least for like certainly for the games, to just not ship any of them. You can tease it. You can absolutely tease it with any character, and I think it's basically fine, right? But to canonically go out of your way to say, yes, this is happening, I think is a bad idea for the games. If you want to do that in like a comic book or a movie or something, that's like kind of a side thing, that might be a little different, right? I don't know, like that might be fine. It kind of depends a lot on how you do it and everything. But it makes sense to me in like a movie if that's going to be part of the story of the movie. I think for the games it like detracts from it in a way. I don't know, that's kind of how I feel about it. The other thing is, and I'll just say this, right? There's a lot of people in the Sonic fanbase who like to ship characters,
And they like to ship every character with every character. So when you try to canonically say, like, these two are together now, you make the fans who wanted that very happy. You make the fans who didn't really care one way or the other just kind of feel like, okay, that's kind of odd. And then you make the fans who wanted another ship very angry, right? And it makes it so that the possibility of their ship happening is now not a thing. You know what I mean? Or lesser. So, you know, it's like, to tease it is fine, because then you kind of make that group of fans be like, ooh, my dream kind of came true there for a moment, and they get kind of happy, but the rest of them don't feel like it didn't, you know? But to make it actually happen is, like, dangerous grounds there. I don't know, that's how I feel. Haha, Oswald, you're so pathetic. Your microwave meals are no match for my cooking. Yeah, let's like make everything that Till says, like, let's purposely misinterpret it as, like, extremely rude. Most of the game is pretty good with letting you know about points of no return. That's cool. That's a good thing. I can't currently find a good way to have an actual romantic relationship going between the characters while keeping the story going smooth. I kind of like that it's just teaser very small, like what Unleashed did. Want some optional choice by the end of the game. I mean, that's as good as it could get. There's technically nothing wrong with saying characters get together and then just not really focusing on it, but there's not a lot of potential in it. Yeah, it's not that it's wrong, it's just that it's like, because who does that, like, for lack of a better word, please, right? Because if you're, the people who actually really want that to happen are going to feel disappointed because you didn't fully commit to it, right? They're, like, happy that you started it, but then they're upset that it didn't go further. And the people who don't want that are, like, not happy because you did it in the first place. And the people who don't care either way and just want, care about the action of the game are going to feel like it was weird that it took a break from the action to talk about this ship now, right? So it's like every audience is kind of displeased a little bit by it if you start it and don't finish it, right? So it's the kind of thing that if you do, you have to commit to it all the way. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it works for Sonic very well. I think it's a good thing to tease, but I don't think it's a thing that they should do. Again, unless we're talking a spin-off. If you're doing like a comic and it's like I remember Archie did the thing where they went to like the future and he was like married to someone or something. It was, I mean, kind of weird if you think about it. That they like wrote a comic where Sonic was married. But I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. Because it's just a comic. It's not like the main series that we're messing with here. You know what I mean? You can do whatever the heck you want to in a spin-off. I don't care. It's a spin-off. At the very least, not for an action game. Yeah, exactly. Because in an action game, it's like, I don't know. The only way it can work without detracting from the action... I'm going to shut up, but really fast. The only way I think it can work without detracting from the action is if you write that in to the story, right? So it has to be a thing where, like, I don't know, whatever. One of them is in danger and the other one needs to try to save them, and they're motivated by their love for them now or something, right? Other than just wanting to save them. Or you make it like they both are fighting side by side, and then the love is just also another thing that's happening, I guess. You know? Like, those are ways you can make it work, but in a Sonic game, it just kind of feels like, why? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's fine in most other mediums, but I don't think they should do it in the main series. I'll stop talking about it, though. Archie is the reason Sega's firmly against getting characters and relationships in a plot. Yeah, I can't blame him. That kind of became a mess with some of the stuff Ken Penders did. It always comes back to him somehow. I mean, we believe you're hiding something from us. What? You accused me of on my own birthday? How dare you? Yeah, that's definitely something that someone who's not guilty would say. It's gonna be easy, is it? I was checking there just like the two of you. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before Tails and I were. What could she have done at that time? She probably... You know that crack in the shelf? She probably just ate a little bit of the shelf. You know what I'm saying? This is really stupid. I'm sorry. Just like you know, just a little took a little bite out of the shelf. She's embarrassed about it. What could she have done? Microwaved a chili dog, attempted to escape, murdered a suspect. I don't think she murdered anybody in this room. It's kind of funny to accuse her of microwaving a chili dog. Like, how dare you? I told you, I'm not eating until it's birthday cake time. Let me think this through again. Maybe he was awake before Tails and I were. What could she have done in that time? I mean, that would be funny. Like, that could be the thing she did, you know? I guess attempted to escape makes sense. I don't think you were sitting idly while Oswald and I were knocked out. You attempted to escape the closet. Prove it. Oh, she just says prove it. Show me evidence that I attempted to escape, or help me search for a way out. Do we have evidence to prove that? Yeah, we gotta find evidence. Let me step you through this. First, find the correct piece of evidence from your inventory. Once that has been deduced, we must form our argument to fight back. Alright, let's do it. What proves Amy attempted to escape the dining car closet? Can't break through my argument. I just realized that I never explained. Nah, I don't know how to explain that. It's a stupid inside joke. Some sort of stick. And closer inspection could also be a handle. I like that these are high res, like when you click on them. Well, you know, bigger than they could be. Okay, so what proves she attempted to escape? So, obviously not these. Okay, so... Oh, that's her hammer. Right. So it's that. I'm quite sure this will convince Amy. Let's give it another try. Doesn't this look like Amy's hammer, but like the top is broken off? I guess this? Some damage on the shoulder supposed to prove something? It fell over. Damage makes sense. You have no argument here. You're grasping. Tails is just gaslighting everybody. You have no argument. Okay, Tails, what now? Well, now we follow this train of thought. How does the crack on the shelf relate to Amy? So I have to explain myself? Well, you see, when I get stumped, I like to think. What would Sonic do? Ooh. What would Sonic do? Sonic's a force to be reckoned with. He's always running forward, collecting rings, crushing badniks. He never loses. They said the meme, dude. Like an endless runner game. Wow, I play a lot of those on my phone. Sure, whatever works. Just close your eyes and think. What would Sonic do? And find your argument. Is that, like... Hang on. The old classic, busting out the classic memes here. You know, what would Sonic do? Oh, frick, where is it? That reminds me of this. Sonic was once lost, but now he is found. Sorry, I love the religious Sonic memes. They're fantastic. There's also the other ones. Looks like today is the first day of Ramadan. I'm gonna go fast. Get it? Anyway. Hey Taz. I'm actually here to say I was lingering in a voice chat with a friend. Hey, how you doing? Hello speedrunner Bryce and Taz. Were you speedrunning? I didn't see what the stream was. It's cool. You can make characters in no relationships with each other from the start, but they don't want them breaking up or anything. Yeah, I mean... Because I almost want to say maybe it could work if it was, like, other characters. Like, if it was, like, side characters or, like, new characters that were specifically made for that. You know what I mean? But I think that would be weirder in a way, actually. Because I think there actually has always been some writing level where they kind of do ship these characters, Sonic and Amy. Because just to the extent that Amy, like, outright says, you know, that she loves Sonic and wants to be with him, but Sonic doesn't reciprocate that at all, right? So that's always been, like, a thing that they actually did write into the script, you know, to that extent. But it never went further than that, and that was by design, I think. They did that with, they've done the teasing thing a lot, but they've never, like, written anything further than that, and I think it should, I don't know, I just think it should stay that way. I don't think it needs to change anytime soon. Like, I think there's plenty of things you can do with the Sonic characters that work better for a game, that don't involve that. You were racing Sonic 3 with 2 friends, you won? Dude, nice. That's actually really cool. The rod didn't directly show an attempt of escape. That was the problem. I got it. Close your eyes and find your argument. Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and come back, like Sonic would do. The Dream Gear? Yo! Yo! Okay, this is what that was in the options menu. What the frick? This is really cool. Dude, we've got some special stages in this game. Oops, jumped too early. Oh, we already have enough rings. We're doing fine. When you do a little bit of gaming, you know. Guys, I do a little gaming. Oh my gosh, they had the... Did you see the controls for that thing? They had the arrow keys, and then they had the space bar. And the arrow keys were on the left. Good lord, that would be horrible to control. Sure, the shelf fell, but there's nothing around for the shelf to fall into. You're telling me, on a train this well kept, the damage was here before we arrived? Gasp. Well, I believe someone is responsible for hitting the shelf. Took a little bite out of it. You just said nothing was around for the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? The hammer. What is that, a stick? You truly believe a stick could do this kind of damage? It's obviously the hammer. Yeah, look at that. I'm like just joking around. It doesn't matter. It's a cute design. But I think what it is like it's supposed to be like like the D-pad or like a joystick. Oh my gosh, I actually failed. Oh no, I think you've been twirling around that stick a bit too much. Oswald, let's try it again. Okay, you can just try again. Good. You know you're good at games when you fail the, like, visual novel, mini-game. Wow, he's a gamer. I know, right? True gamers here. Hey, Autumn, how you doing? Hey, Taz. How are you liking the new Ace Attorney game? Taz? I meant Rad. I did the same thing in reverse. I called Taz Rad. I don't... That's the real April Fools? We swapped places today? Yeah, the new Ace Attorney's, you know, pretty good. The characters changed substantially. I don't know. They don't look quite like they used to. It's kind of a bold direction. But, you know, you're right. A stick can't do this kind of damage to that shelf on its own. But if it's attached to something, it could, like, let's say, a hammer. Boom. Boom. Destroyed. Ack. This isn't a stick at all, is it? This is a stick up. It's actually the handle to your Pico Pico hammer. Gasp. Tails just like guessed. He just got a lucky guess. You attempted to hit the shelf out of the way, but you failed. The handle to your hammer snapped right off. Whee! It's as you both said, I tried to get us all out with my hammer, but I failed. Her head is on backwards. No, it's not. Never mind. I thought for this one frame, I was like, whoa, what happened here? No, I'm just a dummy. Ignore me. The art's great in this game, it truly is. I gave the shelf one big whack and the handle ripped right off. I figured it was no big deal and tried to hide it, but I suppose my embarrassment got the better of me. She does look genuinely sorry about the situation.
I never expected your hammer to snap like that. It was one of my backups. It's a little lighter to carry around. I didn't think I'd need it. Well, lucky for you, I'm a detective, and I dabble as a mechanic. Let me see both pieces of the hammer. Just tighten things here, a little bit of elbow grease there, and fixed. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. Don't use this fact. But for some reason, Mule really despises the phrase elbow grease. Like, she, like, physically repulses if someone says that. And she, well... I don't know if I should explain this. She's got a friend who's been doing a little trolling, who's been like purposefully saying that with the biggest smile every now and then, around her. It's pretty funny. She's fine. It's just a little joke. Did you hear about Corey news that came out this morning? No, I didn't. Do you think they finally fixed the YouTube bug? Oh my gosh, they actually did. You can actually click on links now. The future of Corey and the Dead? The future of Corey and the Dead franchise is revealed. Is there a fourth one now? What is this? Okay, hold up. That's actually exciting. Where's the, my freaking source? There we go. I'm assuming I can play the music of this. I've heard your feedback. Yes, all of it. Sorry if the audio's not. We now have it what? Wait. We now have a bold new direction. Oh, it's a parody of the murder. Nice. Corey and the Dead is excited to announce. Oh, I'm excited to announce. He's dead. What? He's back! Koru-chan? He's back? Yo! Wait a minute. Yo, wait a minute. There's a download? Oh, there's a download. Oh. Oh boy. We might have to play that. This is gonna kill the stream if I try to download this. But maybe it'll be worth it. So I love the description, by the way, how it says Corey and the Dead 3 by me, unfortunately. Corey and the Dead 3.5 by me, fortunately. I feel that so hard. I would have put it unfortunately after the first one for me. Bro, is this actually like styled like the first one? Like, what is this? This could be anything. I'm kind of excited about this, actually. I didn't know this was a thing at all. This is what happens when I'm dead. Bro. Windows Defender will detect it as a Trojan, so be aware of that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Windows Defender, like, does that. So is this like, so who made this? Is this like made in, this is by Taz, I'm assuming? Oh, no, never mind. I was gonna say it literally said, but it doesn't say, but I assume it's by Taz. Is this in Game Maker? You made it in 5 hours and finished at 4 a.m.? Oh my gosh, it's a true sequel to the original Corey and the Dead. Like, that's literally, like, on the level. Like, that's like how Corey and the Dead was originally created, like, at the last minute. Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, well, we gotta take a little break from the game here, because we gotta try this out. It's an actual video game experience. You do have to play it. You do have to. It is required. No, for real. Alright, come on, Windows Defender. Go on. Protect my PC.
I disabled Windows Defender with a hack. Very sorry about that. I think that was really loud. Oh! I'm so glad I turned it down when I did. Oh! Okay, hang on. Move over, Sonic game. We've got this. Oh! The cursor! Oh, the frame rate! Oh, let's go! No, this is more in the spirit of an April Fool. Like, this is a proper... Dude, you freaking saved the stream. I'm thrilled. This is wonderful, actually. Oh, frick. No! Return of Koru-chan! Oh my gosh, I'm like ecstatic. I love the music. It's like so like over the top. Oh, there's a message box you can't see. Koru-chan has returned. He requires you to press spacebar to jump and the D key to dash. Use your abilities wisely. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, let's go. Oh, it's just like I remember. It's... Why are you playing this? Was it the Yippee from that? No way. Mario's detailed Super Mario but no, I'm not gonna say it. I love the magic music for this. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Wait, no. Dead. It's beautiful. Let's go. Let's freaking go. My gosh, I completely like forgot like. It's so weird, right? This feels like the original Koru in the Dead. Feels like it was so like it was a totally different time in my life, but yet it still is exactly like. It's exactly like still the type of thing that makes me laugh to a degree. Princess Peach, Koru-chan, you've broken free from your eternal ice prison. Please help me stop Radfordhound from taking over the Mushroom Kingdom. Koru-chan. Okay. Your ability to walk left and right has returned. Oh, thank goodness. It's exactly as glorious as... Is there anything on the left, you think? Oh, right, I forgot that I literally made the dash only go right. What expert programming I've done. Yo, I gotta say, Taz, kind of bass music choice. Not gonna lie. The Edison B music is actually like, really good. Okay, let's take it a little more slowly. I love that you made like like there's platforming in this now. This is the worst, the worst engine possible for this. I love it so much. All right. Oh my gosh. And then yeah, you dash. Oh, my collision detection, super good. Sticky keys. More like sticky keys. Why did I think there was a double jump? Oh. See, okay, what I do love about the original engine, right, is that it's so bad, but whenever you die, the way that the slap sound effect and the like cross-eyed dead, the wide spring. Oh yes. It's so like. So, there's something about it that's like genuinely pretty funny. I don't know what it is. So I can't be mad when I die due to like the awful bugs. Oh! It's like these springs are made for me! I hope there's a spring here. Oh, there is, but whoa! That one's angry. Don't take that one off. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, we're good. Oh my goodness. I can't believe there's actual platforming in the original Cory and the Dead now. That's like the worst thing possible. I love it.
here we go. Oh! Okay, I think... could there be more spikes? We have to be a little careful. Alright. We did it. Corey 2 had a double jump, but I did not feel like figuring out how to keep programming this jump. Oh! Ace Attorney! The real Ace Attorney! From Ace Attorney! Ace Attorney! Ace Attorney! Why, if it isn't... Oh my golly goodness, why, if it isn't Apollo Justice? What are you doing here? Oh my gosh, she's so animated. Apollo Justice from Ace Attorney. Apollo Justice. Koru-chan, you'll need my help to defeat Radfordhound. You're not strong enough. I'm the villain in this. Okay. You now play as Apollo Justice. Oh! Oh! Taz, I freaking love this. Oh my goodness. It's such a beautiful, like, inside joke. Oh, at the end is something. My gosh. The end is something, like, I can't proceed far enough to find out what the end is. The jump is... The jump in my engine is the worst jump. It doesn't work most of the time. Alright, let's see, here we go. Oh, okay, there we go. The end... Oh, this is a platform. The end is approaching. Oh, wait. Oh, frick. I hope that isn't... No! That's what I thought it would do. You can die after you hit the end. Oh, frick. Okay. No, not again. Oh, we're good. We're fine. Wait, press the B key? It's too frick. Koru-chan, I'm sorry, I didn't read that fast enough. Oh, I forgot about the comic. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that comic, dude. Like, I actually forgot about it. Koru-chan, you will not stop my conquest. What? You're not Koru-chan, you're Apollo Justice. I sure am, and I'm fine. I don't know his voice. Well, you're still a match for my evil monster. Oh, frick. It's the... Oh, we... Oh my gosh, we're in like 2015 or whatever again. Oh, I died though. Koru-chan, I'm not feeling fine. No! No! Does S still work in the other levels? There was only that one. Ha ha ha! You're too late, Koru-chan. I love how freaking stupid this character design looks. Like I made this. It was that like online comic creator thing, but I don't remember what the website was called. But it's like the thrift store comic, right? But it's like I completely forgot about this. He's got the like freaking like the long pants. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Haha, you're too late, Koru-chan. Apollo has gotten destroyed by my prankster gangster monster. Wait, what are you doing? It's modern. It's a Titan fight? Yo! No freaking way. It delivered. That was peak. That was peak. I remember this guy. Yeah, I forgot that. Oh my gosh. Corey 1 creator, Radfordhound. Corey 2 creator, Nadim Wally. Corey 3, Taz. Corey Dupree 5. Oh, see, you created Thomas and Sonic 1981. Yeah, that was a different guy. Corey 4 creator, Bryce Taz. Let's go. Is this cinema? Happy April Fools. Will it be something at the end? It's just like, it's like a Marvel, like, you know, post credits. The game will crash shortly. It goes. Anytime now. Not me. Yeah, it was a different guy. That's the anticipation for the crash was beautiful. So, does the S key only work in that level? Should I like play it again to press S? And let's see if it works in the first level.
replay the game. I mean, it's not long. I can do that. Cory the Dead for Return of Koro-chan. Can't go wrong with too much peak. No, I agree. You couldn't have said it better myself. You have to be apologized. Just it's Apollo only. Got it. Okay, so I gotta get to the Apollo part again. Okay, let's do a little speed run. Little speed run. Oh my gosh. It's okay, guys. If I mess up because the leaderboards are still fairly new, so it's not gonna be that difficult to get to the top. To become a peak speedrunner. See, I love how if you go too fast, that that also kills you. It's just like in real life. It's you don't want to go too fast. Stop and smell the roses or something like that. As a wise man once said, dead. I have to hit the spring, see? This is a really good speedrun so far. I think we're on record pace. Because no one has timed it yet. Other than me. Can't go wrong with a little too much peak. Just went too fast. I don't even know how I did it correctly that time. I think I just jumped earlier. Yes. Oh, okay. Even earlier than that. Okay. Little peak in the morning. A little bit of peak in the evening. Yippee. We finally figured a way to stretch this to 6+ hours? I hope so. We gotta get more content. Okay, so I gotta get to the part with Apollo Justice again and then press S. And then all of my dreams will be fulfilled. There we go. At least, he's having... How can you be mad? He's having such a good time. He's having such a good time. He laughs every time... Whoa. Can somebody say exploit? Okay, wait. Yeah. There we go. Ooh. You can't monetize the stream until 6 hours long. Yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah, exploit. It's Apollo Justice! That's so funny, the cheering. Sorry. To ruin the joke by saying that's so funny. Okay, S. This is gotcha. That was... So maybe you could spam it though. Make a cool beat like what's a way you could actually do that? Gotcha life? No, that's not funny. He's dead. I'm sorry. That's all it does. I love how you knew that. And it was like, no. Let him play it again. No, that's great. Taz, I actually love that. Like, that's really, like, the Cory games have always been really fun to me. Like, just the fact that, like, anyone just can, like, whip one of these up, right? And, like, I have no idea what's going to be in it, right? It's so fun, and I really appreciate that. Like, seriously, thanks for making that, man. It was genuinely enjoyable April Fool's joke. I really appreciate it. He's persevering, guys. He's perceiving, guys. He's Percival the cat. That's the name of the Blaze from Sonic and the Black Knight. Got him. This truly was a Cory and the Dead 4 Return of Koro-chan. I agree with that assessment. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I actually switched the game source. Well, switch it back. Fine. Let's go. So, this is gonna be interesting. So something else about the Sojourner's Breast stuff, right? So again, I'm working on this. I'm getting better with it. I'm getting it like checked out again. But in the interim, right? This is the craziest thing. If I eat, right, then like an hour after I eat, I have like really bad shortness of breath, and I can't breathe. For what it feels like I can't, right? I can. I feel like I can't for a while. But so then you think, okay, just don't eat for a while then, right? Just eat less food, no problem. But if I don't eat for a long enough period of time, then it also happens. I'm dead serious. Like if I don't eat anything in like 4 or 5 hours or so, then it also happens, because for some reason not having an empty stomach is also bad. So it's been really wonderful to deal with this, but I actually shouldn't stream too long if I want to avoid that happening on stream, because that will happen if I go for like 4 hours or more. So I'm gonna try to like speed this up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Isn't too important, but I also have a new show to record the you can watch it later. Thanks, Tess. Okay, I'll pull it up. Okay, it's 2 minutes. I can show it. We just gotta speedrun the murder mystery a little bit. Here. Was this a Sonic game on a Rad stream? No, impossible. He would never do that. Sonic, Rad only streams Mario. We got, you know, new Toys R Us zone. Actually, Taz, this is really cool. It's like just sinking in now. I'm like, wow, you added a lot of stuff to this. Holy frick! It's completely different. This is really awesome looking. Yo, ooh, freaking momentum. This is peak. Sorry, I love the meme of like, because I actually do. You know, I really enjoyed Frontiers, oh frick, yeah, I should play the update. I haven't played the update yet, like at all, because of everything that's been happening. I like saw it, of course, and I actually worked to. It's funny, like even while all this was happening, I freaking like saw there was an update and was like, well, I gotta freaking. The springs are all we. That's incredible. I love that. That's actually really funny. I saw there was an update, and I was like, frick. There's gonna be like probably new object data in the update, right? And Scythe was like, yo, Rad, you should redump the object template data. I was like, you're right. So he found the address for the new reflection data in the new update, and then I ran the we have a dumper tool that we created for this. It's based on Scythe wrote it for I think it was for Forces originally, and then we retooled it for Frontiers, and then I further retooled it to make it work with the object templates and dump those from the reflection data in the new format that's used by Headset. So I redumped those and put that on GitHub. Oh my gosh. Is this one Infinite, or is this just the real Infinite? Whoa! Coming out eventually. No, I feel that. That's nice. It's really cool. Like, you've gotten really good at like making the levels look like something like that would come from like an official game. Like, I love the like parallax scrolling effects you have in the background and everything. It looks great. Really good stuff. That was just a one-up jingle? Oh, my bad. Somehow I visually registered it as being the spring where it was like, and then once it like shuts you up, it's like, wee, you know. updating mods has been a pain with the new update. Yeah, so you guys know about that, right? I mean, I just said I need to hurry with this game, and then here I am. Thank you so much. Genuinely, I'm really happy with the game's coming out. No, for real, like, I think it looks awesome. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Like, I love how it started. Like, this whole thing started as like a meme game, but it's like becoming like an actual game. It's really cool. Rad's try to not prolong the Steam challenge. I mean, it's okay, right? If I end up if I stop early, then like whatever. But I'll try to hurry. It's Schaffenit. That's the real one. Yeah. The thing with the mods, right? Really fast is that like. So when the update first came out, it looked like there was no RTTI runtime type info in it, which is the first time that we... Actually, that's not true. Well, we thought was the first time that we had seen that in a Sonic game. So that was bad, because we absolutely rely on that information to figure out where stuff is in the EXE. Without it, it's just impossible, you know, because... Especially with de novo, we've got an EXE that's like hundreds of megabytes in size, so bloated and terrible, right? Because of all the DRM in there. Like 98% of it is like de novo crap. And you're trying to search in the sea of de novo to try to find the one particular byte or whatever that you're trying to edit. You know what I mean? It's just the worst. So the only reason we can really do it is like that it's even practical. Is because RTTI data exists. It's left over in the EXE. And so you can just look at that RTTI data, and then it gives you kind of like symbols for some of the classes and stuff. And anything that has a virtual function table, generally, will have RTTI. Which just so happens, thankfully, to be most of the classes that we actually care about for modding purposes. So we usually use that to find stuff. And we've always relied on the fact that they always leave it over in the games. And so this update came out, and then there's no RTTI, and we're like freaking out. We're like, oh no. They freaking removed the RTTI. What are we gonna do? Like, that's it. And some people were saying they were gonna like not even mod it anymore, because they were just like, I'm done. Like, if the RTTI data is not there, we can't freaking mod this. Like, it's just too much of a pain. But thankfully, after several hours of chaos, I forget who it was. One of my modding friends looked at it and figured out that the data was in fact in the EXE. Well, I know Death figured it out. He looked at the EXE and he found that there was still RTTI data left over. So it was just that it wasn't showing up in like IDA or Ghidra. Actually, I think it did show up in Ghidra. But it just wasn't an IDA, which is what they were mainly using. So they were trying to figure out what happened, and we eventually figured it out. We think what it is de novo actually randomly renames PE sections in the PE file, so that simply for the purpose of confusing IDA, right? Like, it only does that so that when you try to reverse engineer a game with de novo in it, it's harder. That's the only reason they do it. And it just so happens to work because Windows doesn't actually really care what the section names are in most cases. Some of them I think it does care, for sure. But for others, it doesn't really care too much. You can kind of give it an arbitrary name and Windows will treat it the same way, and it'll just work. So it literally like uses this stupid hack to rename the section name to something random just to confuse decompilers. And so, yeah, it worked, I guess, because it actually threw us off for a few hours, because we couldn't find the data, and then we found out, oh, they just gave the section the wrong name. Freaking stupid. And so all you need to do is go into like 7-zip or something, open up the exe with that, and you can actually freaking rename the section with 7-zip. Kind of funny. And when you do that, you can give it the proper name, and then you load it up in IDA and it works, and it finds the data. So it didn't really stop us, but nice try though. Really love de novo, it's the best. But thankfully the data was still there, because otherwise, yeah, it would have been a very different story. But yeah, we got most of the mods up and stuff updated now. but that was really fun to deal with. But I need to actually play the update, though. I haven't played it yet. It's funny. I've done a little bit of modding with the new update, but I haven't played it yet. You save anywhere with the... Oh, yeah. I mean, thanks, I should. You're right. That is really handy. I like the pause menu. It's nice. Does this mode play it for you? We design the difficulty think levels for experienced Sonic fans. Oh, really? But we understand every player's different skills and needs. If these levels are inhibiting your enjoyment of the game, we hope assist mode settings will help you tune your ideal experience. I wonder if they should have, because here's the thing, right? On the one hand, if you're a Sonic fan, which you probably are if you're playing this, right? Then you probably do want this to be the default difficulty, right? You don't want to have to go into the options and change it to hard to make it like normal difficulty, you know what I mean? On the other hand, if you're the type of player who like can't play those, right? Who like just wants it to be purely a visual novel, then you might not know to go to the options menu and look under assist mode to check these options, right? Like, you're probably not going to know that. What's going to make you think to do that, right? So it seems like there should probably be, like, I don't know, maybe it asks you or something, like, you know, have you played a Sonic game before? But then I remember, like, Forces did that, and it was kind of laughable in Forces because Forces was not really, like, the difference between the difficulty modes was basically nothing. It was really silly. It was just that there's a ring cap in one mode and there isn't in the other, you know, or something like that. I don't remember. And I remember the thing was there were a lot of people who played Forces who were like not Sonic fans, who were like, you watch their like Let's Play or whatever, and they're like, difficulty mode, I'm gonna go with hard. I'm a real gamer, and then they're like awful at the game. And you're like, you would enjoy the game a lot more if you picked the easy mode. Just saying. So, man, like, difficulty is hard to get right in games, isn't it? It's actually a tough problem to solve. Because, like, how do you, like, get players to actually use the mode that will give them the best experience? You know what I mean? Because half the time it seems like they purposely, like, don't use the right mode and then they have a bad time and they blame the game. And it's like, what the... Like, people will be like, this is too easy, and it's like, then turn up the difficulty. Or they'll be like, this is too hard. It's like, then turn it down. They gave you the option. I don't know. But then I'm saying that, but then I had trouble in the Rush final boss, and didn't realize that it was because I had the difficulty on normal and should have changed it to easy. So, I'm guilty of this myself. It's an interesting design problem. I wonder how you're supposed to handle that as a game dev. Sorry, it wouldn't be a rad stream if I didn't go off into a 20-minute tangent about some random topic that no one probably cares about. You just use Cheat Engine to find the addresses? That's kind of based, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's certainly one way to do it. That works really well. Like, Cheat Engine's actually really helpful. I think one stuff that's actually really impressive. Like, I don't know how to say this. I think it's actually really impressive to me that you're like getting into the DLL mods, because the reason I say that is because one of the problems with like kind of the Sonic modding community, I think, is that we do kind of honestly a really bad job of documenting stuff, right? Like, we make it really difficult, I think, for people to kind of get into it, because it's kind of like a closed group, you know what I mean? Like the modding community is kind of like it's like you have to know someone, right? Like, oh, I know a guy, he has a thing, he told me this, right? And it really shouldn't be that way. But that's kind of how it has been for a long time. And we're working to try to fix that, like with Hedgehogs. Oh, I should mention that. I don't think I made a tweet about it. I really should. I've been trying to put stuff on there, because I think it's a great idea. This is the website if you've never heard of it before.
It's on GitHub and anyone can contribute to it. It's completely open source. You don't have to, know someone. You just have to make a pull request, and we'll get that merged within a day or two. Like, we've been active on it. And there are several people who can merge it for you. It's not just one person maintaining the whole thing, so it's pretty cool. But I added this documentation for the Sega NN chunk format to it not too long ago, and I didn't actually announce it. I should have. I think the reason I didn't is because it's still a work in progress, and I didn't feel like it was ready yet. But I did want it out there, right? And so this documents quite a bit of the format. I'm actually pretty proud of it because it does a good job, I think, of explaining how this thing works, and then like the base format at least. And then it also has a text list chunk information, but that's currently all that's on here. So the base format and then the texture list chunks are documented, and that's it. So nothing else yet. So there's, animations and models and all that other stuff is not documented yet. So I'm gonna work on that some more in the future. But I wanted to get out, I wanted to get something out there and not just have it be on a text file on my hard drive forever, which is slowly rotting away, right? Like, my hard drive is actually like an old hard drive. It's very possible that it'll actually, like, just corrupt soon. And I don't have a drive big enough to back everything up. So So yeah, I've been kind of paranoid about that lately. I'm trying to, like, get stuff published and off of my hard drive. Anyway, huge rant. Sorry about that. All I was trying to say was the Zelda community is really closed a lot of times, and, like, it's kind of hard to figure out, like, stuff. So it's impressive to me when people are able to, like, figure it out, right? Like, you seem to be able to be, like, picking up bits and pieces from people and then figuring out the rest on your own, and you're putting it all together and you're making these DLL mods, and I think that's awesome. Like, genuinely really cool. So yeah, I hope they pull Mania and pull Denova out. That would be wonderful. I hope so too. They probably won't, sadly, but I would very much love that. I'm on Frontiers more than I've actually played it, probably because I don't really like it very much, despite having played it 6 times. Dang, that's funny. I know what you mean. Let me ask when you have failed 1,000,000 times. I'm not gonna. I feel like most people would just check the options the first time they play the game. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that, because I always do that, but I don't think a lot of people do. But maybe you're right. Maybe they actually do. Hey Temple Sparks, how you doing? I don't think Autumn did when I watched her play, but I would have, and I feel like I'm not alone with that. No, I think it certainly is a common thing, but I don't think everyone. Well, obviously not everyone, but I don't think a lot of people do it as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably actually like 50-50 split. Like, roughly half of the players click on the options and roughly half don't. I don't know. See, this is the kind of... Okay, I'm sorry to... Gosh. Blab so much, but... This is the kind of thing that, like, analytics would actually be useful for, but instead we use it just to, like, spy on people. Which is awful, and I hate it. You should be able to trust, if nothing else, your freaking operating system to not be spying on you. But we can't, and it's awful. But analytics would actually be useful for stuff like this. Like, have it so that, like, you have a game, right? And what you do is, you just simply track, like, what percentage of players click on the options button before they click new game for the first time. Right? And, like, save that. And then you get an actual percentage, right? And you can use that to help design games to be better in the future, right? Because you can tell people about it, like, hey, we found out that X% of people do this, right? Like, I think we should do that more. not in the sense of, like, I know everything about you, but just, like, harmless, like, hey, just letting you know we're going to collect some stats to make the game better. Like, that's something we could actually measure that would be useful. Frontiers did the same thing with high speed. Yeah, exactly, but I don't feel like it really worked well in that game. I played the game on hard mode, didn't realize it wasn't hard till I was at the final boss. The game, there's not much of a difference between high speed and action in that game.
People don't even read the hints that tell you not to tap boost. Exactly. That's the thing. I've been watching both Devin Mac Prime VA and Game Grumps play Frontiers, and I actually recognize both bad and good aspects in the difficulty respectfully. I haven't watched the Game Grumps Sonic Frontiers yet. I haven't watched Game Grumps in a long time. It's funny because I really liked them for a long time, and then just completely finally like kind of just stopped watching them. You know, I don't know. It felt so soulless for so long to me, sadly. It's a shame, but yeah. But anyway, but I might end up watching their Frontiers playthrough because I'm just morbidly curious how Aaron's gonna handle that game. I'm sure not well, right? I'm sure it's probably terrible, but I'm curious to know if he would be like flying off of hills into bottomless pits all the time, or what. I will not take notes from them at all. I mean, I feel like it's kind of useful from the perspective of what's a player who, like, I don't know. But I guess I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Because I want to say, I feel like there's definitely people who play games like that. But honestly, I don't know. Over the years, I've kind of wondered if, you know, because, like, he just really does not pay attention to the game at all. Like, you can literally pop up a box that says, press A to jump, and then he'll skip the box and then be like, what am I supposed to do? And it's like, you press A, Aaron. Like, I understand you're doing a show, and it's actually really hard to concentrate on the game while you're doing that. I get that, because I do live streams, and it is hard. And sometimes I look like an idiot, I'm sure, because the game tells you to do something, and then I'm like, what? It's like, rad, you dummy. But it's like, it's hard. It's like, it's hard for me to pay attention to two things at the same time. I get it. But come on. There's a level to where it's like, it said press X to boost. Press X to boost. That's what you do. You're in a hallway. It says X on the screen. There is nothing else you can do to progress. Just press X. You know, it's... Yeah. So I get what you're saying. I'd like to work on Hedgehogs myself, but I'm very disconnected with the various modding communities, so I don't know if I'm qualified. I think you absolutely are. I'll say this. Seriously, any documentation is better than no documentation. Like, seriously. Because even if it was, like, trash, right? Which it wouldn't be. But even if someone, like, wrote trash and, like, submitted it. For one thing, I mean, we can say, hey, maybe you want to improve this before we merge it, right? Like, that's always a thing that can be done. But the second thing is, other people can always go and edit the page later, right? And add more stuff to it or whatever. So, like, it's far better to have some work-in-progress kind of mess documentation committed than to have nothing at all, I think. But I don't know. I don't know if everyone else feels the same way, but I feel recently especially like it's better. XNA has been annoying to set up, going through many hoops and virtual machines not working how I've got uninstalled DirectX 11. I think it's causing issues with the VM. Yeah, I used to use XNA back when it was new. And I really loved it at the time, actually. It was really simple to use, and it was really nice. Yeah, it's like dead now. It's long dead. Monogame is certainly like a much more, like, if you're going to use XNA at all, Monogame is better. It's a lot more recent and stuff. But yeah, but I actually... Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm going to play the freaking game, I swear. But let me do one more little rant. Did I tell you guys about this? I don't know if I did. So, you know the Xbox Live Indie Arcade store? They used to have like a special store on the Xbox 360 where you could submit indie devs could submit games, right? But all the games were made using XNA with this special like indie game layer. It was really limited, and it was kind of weird that they chose to do that, but it was a thing. There were actually some kind of neat games on there, and also some games that were terrible. It was a very fun experience browsing through that as a kid, like, and just playing whatever demos I could find, because almost every game on there had a demo. And they were usually time limited, but it was like really fun to just download crap and see what would happen. Really loved doing that. Well, one of the demos I downloaded years ago was this indie jump game called Meep. Okay? I bet you there's probably at least one video of this on the internet. Yes, there is. I clicked on an Xbox ad by accident. Sorry, hang on. Oh yes. Okay, alright, we gotta get the video from Mini Porge? Is that how you say it? 42. From 12 years ago. This video was uploaded 12 years ago, August 18th, 2010. This is Meep. I think this is a recording with a camera of this kid's TV screen. Kid who is now not a kid because this was 2010. Oh! This was Meep. Feast your eyes. Oh, my live stream died. Did Meep kill me? Frick. Let's wait for my internet to come back. Maybe. That'd be swell. Jeez. It might come back if you really wish for it to. Your wish might come true. Hold up, let me see if I can fix this crap. Are we alive? Do we get to live? Yes. Hi. Sorry, Meep killed my stream. Meep killed my stream. No problem. So, sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. Is the stream back now? Should be. Let's see it now. Based. Meep's too powerful. Yeah, he killed my stream. So, I don't know what point it cut off for you guys. Meep's too graphically demanding. You're not far from the truth. This is Meep. If you're hearing Meeps in the music, you're not going insane. It sure looks like a horrible endless jumper. That it is. So this was a 360 indie arcade game. And why am I showing you that? Well, first of all, they made a sequel. He made a sequel. You can tell it's a sequel because this one is in 720p. Look at this. And this one's even better. This time, you get to do this. It's the same game, but it's a little better. Okay, so here's the deal. So I downloaded this demo as a kid on the 360 because I just downloaded basically every demo for an indie game that I could find. Indiscriminately. Like, if it was a free demo, I downloaded it. And Meep was one of the many demos that I had happened to hit download on. And Mule would like go through the games on that I had downloaded and just play them randomly. And when she played this game as a young Mule, and she loved Meep. She knows that it's a cheap, indie endless jumper game. She knows, right? But she loves him. Look at his face. How can you not love Meep? He sparks endless joy. And so here's what happened, right? So they, Microsoft shut down the Xbox Live Indie Store a few years ago. And when they did that, all the indie games were removed from the store. And so you could no longer play them unless you had them downloaded. So I still had the demo for this, but I never obviously had the full game because why would I buy this?
Mule found out that like Meep was no longer on the store, and she was upset. She was like, "No!" She's like now like older, right? She's like, "Meep was my childhood. This face was this compressed 32 by 32 pixelated sprite was always here for me in my lowest of times. Whatever will I do?" So I decided that it would be fun to try to see if I could if I could save Meep somehow. So what I did is I went on like the Internet Archive, right? And it turns out somebody actually archived like thousands of Xbox Live indie games, like completely preserved them on the Internet Archive. So I downloaded this massive like torrent or whatever of archived Xbox Live indie games simply to see if there was any chance that Meep was in it. It turns out it was. But it didn't work on Xenia for some reason. Meep was too powerful for Xenia. It had like some graphical error or something. And so, get this. Just to try to make Mule happy, as a stupid joke, I actually went out of my way to see if I could port Meep to PC, because I knew it was using XNA, right? So I knew it should be possible to actually like port it, because C# is very easy to decompile, right? And so I actually like on my laptop, just like for fun, like decompiled Meep and then recompiled it with XNA for PC and converted the assets, and it actually works. It worked, dude. You can play Meep natively on Windows. It made me so happy that when it actually worked, I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done, and that's saying something. But I was thrilled. So I showed it to Mule, and she laughed so hard at the fact that I put all that effort into resurrecting this crappy indie game just to make her smile for that. I was quite pleased with the result. Yeah, but I could show it to you sometime. Not that anyone cares. It's legitimately, I freaking ported Meep to Windows. You're welcome, Internet. But yeah, so needless to say, I actually have some experience with old-fashioned XNA because I had to learn how it worked enough to fix Meep. It was like XNA, I don't know if it was even, I think it was XNA 3, actually. I don't think it was even 4.1 or whatever the last version was. It was like an older version that they were using. So that was really fun, because I tried to, I think I ported it to, I forget if I tried using the official XNA runtime, but I had trouble with it. And I don't remember if I ended up using that in the end or if I tried switching to monogame. There was one thing that I tried where it actually worked, but I kid you not, for some reason, some of the graphics were corrupted, where they were red, like blood red. I kid you not. And everything else worked fine. It was just some visuals were blood red. And I was like, I created a creepypasta Meep by accident. What the frick? It was very weird. I don't know why that happened. I think it was they were using a different pixel format than what was expected by the runtime I was using. But I ended up using another runtime that worked. You can mod 360 demos to be the full game, by the way. Yeah, I found that out. So get this, right? In the source code for Meep, there's literally, because it's C#, right? You can just decompile it. It's very easy. There was literally a line that says, if is demo, right? Then it goes into demo mode. Otherwise, no. And like that's their, secure, like, DRM anti-tampering technology to make sure that nobody steals Meep if is demo. So I commented that line out. And there you go. 4.0 is the last version. I could have sworn it was 4.1. Like, I could have sworn it ended on a patch version. That's weird. You're probably right. I'm just confused as to where I got that from. Yeah, but I should show it on a stream sometime, because it's just funny to me that it's like a native port of Meep. But we played it together, and she got pretty far, but then she was like,
I can't stand playing this anymore. Because it's just, kind of a crappy endless jumper game. And I don't blame her at all. So I tried playing a few levels for her, and I actually got to the last level because it's not a very long game. And I kid you not, all of the levels have funny, like, just normal names. They're just like, jump high. There's one that's like, mushroom land or something, go in the clouds. And then the last level is called Dante's Inferno. Like, just out of nowhere, the last level was Dante's Inferno. I couldn't make that up if I tried. And when I was porting the game, in the assets, I saw that there's actually lava versions of the all the sprites. Like, there's grass, and then there's, like, lava variants. And it looks like hell, right? Like, literally. They made hell sprites for Meep. And I'm like, oh, I guess the level Dante's Infernal is gonna have these different sprites in it, right? So I had to get to that level because I had to see, right? I'm like, what's it gonna do? Turns out, no. Unless I somehow screwed something up in the port, which is very possible. They go unused. It's just grass. Dante's Inferno looks exactly the same as all the other levels, but it is stupidly difficult, which is hilarious. Like, for no reason at all. It's like the game goes into, like, Soul Crusher mode, and I played it for like 30 minutes and then questioned why I was doing that with my life. I don't remember if I beat it. Because I don't play games often anymore because I usually spend time doing stupid hobby projects and stuff. But of course I had to beat Meep. That was very important. What? Yeah, it was weird. Time to report it on TCRF. Yeah, make a Meep page. A game that great is no native PC port? I can't... Yeah, they should port it to Steam. I mean, I'd buy it. Hold up. I am getting a text. What the frick? Sorry, I started typing like a response to text, and it just disappeared. Like, my text just vanished as I was typing it. Yeah, sorry, hang on. Sorry. There we go. Alright, my freaking... Yeah, someone sent me a text, right? And I didn't respond to it within 1 minute, so of course they had to call me. Because of course, it's very... And it's not, something that's, like, important, in case you're wondering. It's literally just that they couldn't wait any longer for a response. I really love when people do that. I like how all this originated from a little elbow grease. Oh my gosh, you're right. Alright, let's stop that. I only have excited for know. Anyhow, porting Celeste to 360 is going to be a lot harder than I first thought it would be. Oof. I found an old book I can use Sonar Next Sunday, thankfully, to help fixing these issues. That's actually awesome to me. Like, that's so cool. I love, like, unofficial ports. Like, it's such a cool thing to do. I want to, like, port, like, an actual game someday instead of, like, Meep. I should put Meep on my resume. Well, I started with Sonic Mania to the Wii U, and then I didn't finish it. Yeah, I really should finish it. I will someday. I keep putting it off because I have so many projects I'm doing. But I want to finish that for sure. Alright, let me actually play the game, maybe. Oh my gosh. Tails, thank you! For whatever you were saying, like, 56 minutes ago.
According to my calculations.
If you hit the shelf right here, it should do the trick. Is that really? Oh, stand back! The shelf completely shattered. Incredible. We did it. We're free in the wind. Great job, Amy. Let's get out of here. All because of a little bit of elbow grease. Looks like somebody needed a little bit of elbow grease. Wait, is that? That's great. That's great. They have like a spilled like what's that even supposed to be? Like because it looks like it's supposed to look like blood, right? But it's also supposed to look like a drink because they're trying to make it like eat for everyone. Peter Griffin explains the joke. But what I'm trying to say is it also looks like ketchup. What drink is that supposed to be? Sonic! He's dead. Someone murdered my darling Sonic. She's so happy about it. Looks like the game's begun. I'm finding out who did this at once. Wait, this is great. It's like Danganronpa, like with the characterization as well, where the characters are a little crazy. That's actually great. Why does it work so well with the Sonic characters? I don't get it. Amy, wait, I want to figure out how to do this too. Wait for me. Wait, what a whirlwind. I'm exhausted already. You should be. I talked for 56 minutes about some stuff that nobody cared about. That was really convincing, Sonic. No, he's just actually dead. Sonic? Is that actually the joke? Body numb. Can't move. Oh, he's alive. What are you saying? I don't understand. I just need to rest. We should do the, like, OG Jason Griffith, where it's, you know, from Sonic X, where he was still, like, an anime English dub voice actor, and he was just doing a generic, like, dub voice, because he hadn't figured out, like, what voice to use for Sonic fully yet. We should do that. No, I just fell in the pool, because I was running too fast. He's not moving. Are these wounds on him genuine? I think what happened is he just tripped and, like, got hurt or something, right? My hand's on his wrist, but I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What in the world is going on? That's really funny. Am I doing this right? Dude, I feel you. Like, gosh, I'm so hopeless, right? Like, if someone actually, like passed out or something, I'd be like, frick, what do you do? Like, CPR? Check the pulse? I don't know what I'm doing. I feel you, dude. Is this part of the murder mystery or is this serious? Sonic. Maybe you should ask Bing about it. Oh no, I feel myself panicking. Calm down, Oswald. What do I do? He's just like me for real. I did everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of, understood? These guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So I'll leave that care to you, Oswald, my favorite employee. Surely you will let me down unless right. Haha! His voice just as beautiful as always. I need to catch up to Amy and Tails and get to the bottom of this. Even if this is part of the game, I can't risk it. Keep everyone safe, Conductor. You'll see. He just genuinely doesn't know if Sonic is actually dead or not? Oh my gosh, the game begun. Yeah, probably won't finish this tonight. It's so funny, I thought I should put a part 1 in the thumbnail, but I was like, no, this isn't going to be a 2-parter. Whoa, look at this place. Let's save first. Rod, this game is genuinely peak Sonic. No, like, actually, like, I've been saying peak jokingly because... Oh, I don't know if I said this earlier or not, I don't remember if I finished it, but, because I actually really liked Frontiers. I mean, I thought it had a lot of problems for sure, but it was enjoyable, and it was, I mean, not a high bar, I guess, but, like, you know, the most enjoyable Sonic game I've played in a while, right? And it felt like it actually has potential and all that good stuff. The fact that people on Twitter keep calling it peak, like for some reason it's become a thing where people say peak. Oh, Sonic Frontiers, peak Sonic. It's like, I don't understand where it started and why people keep doing that, but it's so funny to me. I can't stop freaking, like, I will call everything peak, and I will run that word into the ground until it becomes a dead meme and we can't say it anymore. I will milk that meme for all it's worth. It's a shame extracting sprites from this game has to be difficult. It's probably, well, it's a Unity, right? So yeah, it probably is a huge nightmare. Unity games are like surprisingly hard to mod. Seems like 3 hours long, not even halfway. Epic! I should actually speed up then. Let's do that. My nemesis Fade Games Cringe. Fidel. No, I knew who you meant immediately. I guess he's the one who started the peak thing, right? I assumed it was him, but I didn't freaking know. Sometimes, listen, here's what I'll say about Fidel. I don't know much anything about him. All I know is that I see him on Twitter a lot. I never actually watched one of his like videos. Maybe they're good. I don't know. He's like a streamer, right? I don't even freaking know, dude. But here's the thing. He's the hype guy, right? He's known for being the hype guy. And I'll say this. I think sometimes you need a hype guy. Sometimes. Maybe not always, right? But once in a while, maybe you need a good hype guy. You know what I'm saying? I remember I remember when I tweeted out the Hasten thing. For some reason, Fidel actually like responded to one of the tweets, and he was like, "It begins." I still don't know what he meant. I think he means like stage mods begin. I don't even exactly know what he meant, but it was really funny to me because it was like he has the capability to hype up anything, right? Like I released like a tool that's just like takes binary, converts it to text, and then converts back, right? But the hype man, he managed to make it exciting. Thank you, Fidel. I appreciate it. Sometimes you need a hype guy. He's a nice guy. He responds to everything. Yeah, no, that's the vibes I got from him too. Imagine seeing Sonic working down at the local Walmart. I mean, yeah. Was this already in spread as resource? Sick. Okay, let me actually play the game and let me do it fast now because we gotta hurry. If we're not even halfway through. We just started. Well, look at this place. Amy, are you here? Hey, Tails, where are you? Let's find Amy first. Oh. I've looked around, I don't see her. I think Amy's already gone ahead. It seems like she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Oh yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic's actually dead? Ha 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 ha! He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. I think what actually happened to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, I promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. It's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? Need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along? You don't mind it's cool if I tag? Sure. If you ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. It's the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. Ever catch me looking glum, though? No, it's because, where's my lore card? Yeah. The last guy to work has in the ditched our practice of joining the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true! You varmints. Oh, this is great. What are y'all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Tuck. See, and it's like a great, like, OVA reference as well. I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Cough, enough of that. Wonder how long he kept his voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi, and... Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? And not better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems like we're on our own. Also, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were apart. Let's investigate for clues, and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Okay, this is so great! Okay, something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. This one's empty as well. I was trying to think you through, and something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Ha ha. I think Tails is ignoring me. Dang. Clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Dang! I want to play Super Monkey Ball. Did you guys see that? Okay. I'm gonna focus on the game, but really, really fast. Did you guys see that tweet? About, I forget the name of the person who did it, but I'm sure someone knows. It's, somebody actually, like, freaking wanted to play this old Super Monkey Ball game from, like, the original iPhone, right? But it's, like, delisted now. It's, like, gone because it was for, like, it's a 32-bit iOS app, right? and iOS has been 64-bit only for several years now. So they delisted all the 32-bit games, to my understanding. Well, he found the old like IPA for it, and he freaking made, or she, I forget the pronouns of the person. I'm sorry. They made a like basically emulator called, I think it's Touch HLE for iOS, like an entire emulator, just so that they could freaking play Monkey Ball. That is the coolest thing in the world. That's so cool. Yeah, people are like just using it now for like other iOS games, and it's like apparently great. I've never used it myself, but yeah, I thought that was freaking awesome. Really great like engineering work. I should figure out who that is. Like I should figure out who made that. Let's see. I think they go by Hikari no Yumi, which is actually the name of an anime, right? So, let me make sure of that. That's their GitHub at least. I don't know if they, I don't remember their Twitter. Their website's actually really cool. And it's a she. I'm so sorry. The pronouns are she. My apologies. I didn't know. But yeah, this is their website. It's their website. And Twitter is this. I should really hide my screen before I show Twitter, because Twitter has likely to be like, here's your phone number. Yeah, this is the person who did that. Really cool project. Really great stuff. Anyway, they made an emulator for the Super Monkey Ball game. It's an iOS emulator just for the launch iOS games. That's like so cool though, right? Like that must have taken forever to figure that out. Like reverse engineer all that. You should be fine to try out every option in this game before picking the right one. Thanks. I'm trying to like. I want to like try to do that to the best of my abilities, but I need to hurry, and also I don't know what option is the right one necessarily, so I might accidentally pick it. Okay, do you think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look to be more caused from punches. No, Knuckles got mad. Who could have done that? Yeah. What are you looking at me for? Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Wait, the whole thing? Jeez. Oh, right, because it's... Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. How much I hate to see them like this. Oh, much how has them pronouns. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Interesting. What the frick? Yeah, I wonder what this does. The buttercups here are really helpful. Arm. I even like the design of the, like, train arms. That's kind of cool. It, like, fits. What's the arm doing to my hair? You fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. Interesting tech. Should I fear my job? How well can it microwave? You're gonna get replaced by AI, dude. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kind of bland. It seems like someone licked all the salt off of them. What? That's awful. Maybe they just unsalted. Yeah, that's probably the more likely... Oswald, this is interesting. Oswald is such a fitting name that, like, I keep forgetting that it's not just, like, the canon name of this. Like, I'm pleased with this name. What is it? It's just a few unused cups. Or used... Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles is really thirsty? Also, this one has a lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Used cups are added to the inventory. We found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles. Okay, is there anything else around here now? Yeah, what's howdy, partners. Spittoon free establishment. Visit Colosseum Highway Zone. This is great. That's funny. The door's locked. We can't go any further. How was Amy able to leave? Good point. When were these doors locked and how long were they locked for? We'll have to keep this in mind. Okay. Thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing? Oh, that's wonderful. I said leave me alone. Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. You just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave. Can I take your order? I'm not hungry. Well, if you ever are, let me know. Sure, like a butler of sorts. Come on, I was looking at a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler.
Excellent, thank you, Butler. Dang it. Does this just do the same thing? No promises. Knuckles, did you ever fight me? No, you bruise too easily. Wouldn't it be fun? I bruise easily too, I guess. Wouldn't be fun to fight me either, right? No, I'd fight you. You're actually gonna fight me, right? Probably will. The window can also be interacted with? Oh. Thanks. Breathtaking views. Oh, that's great. The train passes by some incredible sights. Why does this have more lore and, like... Lore isn't the right word, but, like... I want to explore this world! I want to run around in this, dude! What the frick? Why can't you make a game where I run through this? I'm pretty happy to be traveling at normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though. I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand this friend group. That's a great reaction, like, meme. Like, screen cap that. And you can send that in Discord groups whenever someone says something weird. Pretty good. So a minute behind everyone. Oh, probably happened after my internet went out. You probably got desynced. That's a little Planet Chain, by the way. Oh, you're right. This music's cool. Knuckles, Oswald, and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. Gasp. It is? We have evidence, too. We do? I'll take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was the murderer? The game? K-Machine, ha! What makes you think I touched it? Okay. This is just so fun. Like, what a cool, like, April Fool's game, like, for real. It's so high effort and it's completely, like, there's no... You know, they didn't have to do any of this at all, right? It's literally just a free game. It's really great. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because your hair was found at the scene. The arcade cabinet is covered in punches. Super Monkey Ball is your favorite game. I mean, I know the answer is this. Should I choose the other options for the dialogue, or nah? Hey, what am I doing? Oh, you want to play this yourself? Yeah. Seriously, that's totally fair. And thanks, Wham. I appreciate it. You're cool too. Some of the I guess you've probably already gone, but some of the projects you've been posting about on Twitter has been really fun to watch. Like, I love the like MacBook stuff you're porting, and it's really fun to watch. It's cool stuff. There's no issue in choosing the other option. There's no consequence of picking wrong at all. Okay. Super Monkey Ball has adrenaline-pumping Monkey Ball action. This proves nothing about the current situation. They've been off the mark then. Let's try again. Hey, you mean fur? Fur, you mean spines? Doesn't matter. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... What happens if you have the damages or punches? What are you staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine. But why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just had an urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. It's because he fell off the level 1,000 times. How will you? I'm on it. Oswald, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Oh, he's gonna fix it? Base Tails. Is it the same? No, it's not the same mini every time. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I asked that. It's obviously not because the spikes were not bouncing before. These are actually kind of like, I don't want to say difficult, but they are like, they're not easy, like in the sense that you do have to play them. If you like mess up, it's easy to accidentally bump into the spikes, right? It's kind of nice. The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Vector, Nuck, Toast, Apple, Bread, Ultimate Life, that's Shadow. Bagel, Candy. I don't know who Toast, Apple, Bagel, and Candy are, but it's pretty fun. What does this tell us? So Vector beat him by 1 point. That's why he punched it. Nothing, obviously. Tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list.
It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. Picture's beginning to be painted. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beats you. Oof, don't say that. And in frustration, you destroy the arcade cabinet. Grr. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now. Vector's a common name. Yeah, I guess it is. You just got vectored. Alright. Oh boy. Oh, I thought I could run under it. Oh, we still won. Is it great in cyberspace? Well, I gotta be honest, cyberspace kind of grew on me. It's so weird. But like, I had to play it a lot because I was testing Hedgehog, and I tested it a lot on cyberspace. And of course the open world too, but cyberspace was a concern of mine because I wanted to make sure it wasn't like different in some way. I don't know what happened, because it's like I don't think that the physics are like good, and I don't think that the levels are like, you know, the best, but some of them are kind of fun. I don't know, especially like what is it? I forget the name of the level like on it, but it's like 4. Is it 4-4? I don't remember which one it is, but it's like one of the city levels. It starts off with this like branching path where there's 3 paths. And on the left, right, and middle, there's like grind rails, but they take you to different places. It's you know the one. It's freaking great. It's a great level. I don't know how to feel. Like, I don't think that it's like good cyberspace, but it's not too bad. Like, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I enjoyed almost the entirety of Forces, which I'm happy to say, if nothing else. You currently hate cyberspace specifically because of the 3.6. Is that the drifting one? I'm bad with the numbers. I don't remember them, but I assume that's the drifting one. What proves Vector was here with Knuckles? The fact that there's 3 glasses, I guess. No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. It's not like I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. That's you say. Vector popped into the top hour of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine, no proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. But some group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? That's, yeah, Rouge was in here too. Surprise. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm gonna say in this scenario. After visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, and Knuckles destroyed the machine. That's all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, thank you for answering so many of our That's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list. Tails is like Columbo over here. And one more thing. One more name on the high score list. It doesn't make sense. Oswald, can you take a look one more time? And I'll name on the high score list. What is this talking about? I mean, which one? There's a few odd names. Wait, how do I... is this the arrow keys? Or do I click on it? I click on it. Okay. So Vector, Knuckles, I mean Toast and Apple and Bread are kind of weird. Ultimate is Shadow though, right? So I guess that's what they mean. Or maybe I should have clicked the others. Sorry. Others have a food team, but this one, who goes by Ultim? You may not know Oswald, but there's someone here that goes by that title. The Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone here that goes by that? Just his outfit is so great. Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Like, the art in this is genuinely just fantastic. I don't know how to say this because I know it sounds like I'm maybe like overhyping something that's just like a fun little visual novel game, but it genuinely feels like a group that actually finally understood what people like about these characters. Like, genuinely. In a way that I don't feel like Sega has for most of the games they've produced. Like, I don't know.
Like, it's very refreshing to see. I'm like, dude, the characterization is, like, perfect in this. Victor and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too! He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to be Shadow's scorer. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. It's a key. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, so no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So Nami came through the door not long ago. Did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the connector gave her a special birthday key, yeah. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors, and what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent, you're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Okay, more information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe you're storing Nicholas. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough, the library is in the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd sound like an earful for me to Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, let's head to the library. Okay. Oswald! Coming. These have different things they say now? No, it looks like it's the same. You varmints better pull up chalks, I say. Understood, Sheriff. Yeehaw. That's great. Okay, that's one after where you're doing the homing attacks in the air. The drift one's easy to cheese. Yeah, no, it is if you just like jump over them. But it's such a bad level, right? Because the drift gimmick is so badly implemented in that level, and it's so short. It's like literally just, it's the weird Act 2 from Sonic Unleashed. You know, like what why? Out of any of the levels you could have picked, why the freak would you pick the one that's like 30 seconds long? It's not even that, it's like 15 seconds. It's a lot shorter when you jump over the dash panels too, but... Ready to mosey down to the next car? I think so. Onwards. I'd pay to play the Sonic visual novel game, I'm surprised to say that. Yeah, I mean, if it had like... I don't know how to explain what it would need exactly. This already has a lot of really nice visual flair to it, but if it had like a little more... What I mean, I think, is like... Okay, hear me out. I know this sounds maybe crazy to say. You know the, like, Persona games? Like Persona 5 especially, how it has, like, those wonderful menus that are, like, so lively and so well animated? If it had that level of, like, this art style, but was more animated like that, and was long and, you know, had more content in it. Yeah. I think they could sell it. Like, genuinely. That's crazy. I mean, honestly, the fact that they made all this for free is kind of crazy to me. Because they just didn't have to. There was no... They could have posted nothing today, and it would have been fine. They could have posted an image of Big the Cat instead of Happy April Fools, and we would have kind of groaned, and it would have been fine, right? But instead, they spent months making a game with all this art. Like, bro. For no reason other than just we thought it'd be fun. That's so cool. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's have a journalist reporter. Amy Rose is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already, before you go, Espeon, I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Victor, seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. He finally leads. Oh, Detective Pear needs help from the birthday girl. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick! But how are you going to leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? She has a key. The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's through. Maybe I should have teamed up with her? Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things go well. Maybe, I don't know, was this... Starved, I kill for chicken parmesan around a dude. Me too. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use. I'm Victor the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio the Poet.
Poetry, a resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure, teardrops in the If I was giving this game a score, the Chow pulling back the curtain for the, this brought it up by a whole point. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Is that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. This game already made me like SPO like 200 times more than I already did. Yeah, that's insane. Like, man. Oswald and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. Okay, so when we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, so I should pay attention to this. Through the library cars, that's there. Okay. Where Amy told me and SPO to stay. Okay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. This is like Among Us, guys. Oh my gosh. It's just like Among Us. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup of the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. Then she came back. We were to shout "No way" at the brochure stand over there, but she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. It's probably like, she just wanted to do something. Like, after Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. Then into the library car and locked the door we had. I'm not getting all this. I should be, but more importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Oh yeah, that's a good question. Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. We got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then he returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car, where we were stuck in the library car. Oh. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped there until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. Okay, so it happened during that time as well. Yeah, that's all that happened. And with all these locked doors, it seems Vector or SPO couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around and we'll return for any questions. Yeah, it does seem like that. But there'll probably be more evidence later that suggests that they could have, and then it'll look like Vector did it. But I don't think he actually did it. But we'll see. If we return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. I just feel like he's going to be the decoy for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's the fact that he has like the meat stain on his shirt. It's like, it's too obvious. And if you'd like me to be serenaded with a... Oh, sorry. If you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too. Thanks, guys! Oh, good, that guy's gone. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if SPO was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Bro, okay. I like how you predicted him saying poets. I didn't even realize. I don't know why I'm saving so frequently. Okay. Hang in there. That is exactly the kind of poster they have at a library. Dude, I used to be freaking obsessed with our like library. Like, I swear, when I was a kid. But I was the weird kid because I didn't read any books that were like fun fictional books. No, I used to go to the like adult book section, like grown-up book section, right? And not inappropriate, I mean just like not for kids. And I would like find the programming books because I just wanted to learn how to do it. I was like, I want to make games, dude. And I would just like pick up any random programming book I could find and I'd take it home. And then I would just read it. And I didn't understand anything. I was completely like, I don't know what the frick, because it was like college, level books for like people who actually, and I was like a kid. But I would just read them anyway. Because I was like, maybe if I read enough of these, I'll learn it. And I like read books about any random freaking technology. I had no goal or like, well, I had a goal, but I didn't have any like direction at all. So I would just read any book I found. And so I read one on like old C#, like I read one on like VB6 or whatever. I read one on Java. This was like, it was 2008 or 9, I think, when I got the book from the library. So the book was probably older than that. So this was an old Java version. I read one on something else too, I don't remember. There was a book on Scratch, which is hilarious because who needs a book to use Scratch? It's designed to be puzzle pieces for kids. Anyway, it was funny. Adult books. Oh! Yeah, I went to the adult manga section. Nothing has changed. No, I could never do that because I like Barnes and Noble. If you've ever been there, like it's like a bookstore, right? They have like manga, and it's actually pretty cool. But they have some that are like not as appropriate, right? And I could never like buy one from there, right? Because I don't understand how people have the guts to do that. Like what? Like you're gonna freaking like get this book that has like a character on the cover that's like, you know, obviously in like a weird pose or something, and you're gonna like come up to the counter and be like, "This one, please." Like, dude, like I guess that's how you have to do it if you do want a book like that. Like, I guess you just have to like have confidence, right? Just be like, "I'm buying this one," and if you get stared at for buying whatever the frick, like some weird manga like Monster Girl that I want to be with, you know, or something like that. If you get judged for that, then it's not your freaking problem. Yes, you're a paying customer. I just don't understand how people can like actually like buy a book like that at a bookstore and like look the like cashier in the eye and not feel shame. Like that's crazy to me, dude. Waterstones is annoying for manga because they only have volume 2 and that's the problem with Barnes & Noble. They always only have the later volumes because what happens, I think, is the first one always sells because people come in and they're like, I've never tried this series before, and what one do they start with? Volume 1, right? And then, you know, they run out of volume 1s. But then what happens is that they don't come back and actually buy volume 2 later. Like most people just end up reading the first one and then they don't continue it. I just think it's weird that like they haven't noticed that. Like clearly that's like a trend that I have seen at every bookstore that I've been in that has manga. Every time volume 1 is sold out, the rest are fine. So like just get more stock of volume 1, right? Like in advance, and it should be fine. I don't understand why they never do that. That's the kind of book you buy from Amazon using VPN. Exactly. That is until VPNs are made illegal. Haha. That would never happen. Haha. There's no way that anyone would ever do that. This is taking way too long. Sorry. They're trying to ban VPNs, and they can put you in jail for 20 years and up to $1 million fine, and they're doing this in the freaking United States. This is not a joke. Anyway, we've lost our minds. Oh, I didn't read that. A chow something. Wow, I really need to see this. He was just describing the poster. This little child's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly as safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. Just like how when you would get the, do the Pizza Hut Book It program, you didn't actually have to freaking read the books. Because how could they possibly prove that you didn't read them? But you do it anyway. Because the hard way is the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this child can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put in this poster. Right? Yeah, definitely not. Oh, brochures! There are travel destinations. This is where we're going to find what Rouge saw, right? There are travel destinations here, amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Also, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair.
Nobody shares my fondness for caves. I would go in a cave with Oswald. Wait, that doesn't sound good. With Oswald and a bunch of other people too. Good group of friends. Okay, this is going to be useful later, I think. Okay, let's look at the books. So many books on the ground, I wish we had time to pick them all up. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up these books. Wow, alright, he knows what he wants. He's got his priorities straight. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for those poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. Oh my gosh, no, I really... Don't make me that guy where I'm like the weird book nerd. No, I actually relate to this. I don't know why. It's like such a pet peeve of mine for no freaking good reason at all. Like when you have like a new book and then you just like bend it. It's like, no! Why would you do that? But it's so weird because it doesn't matter. It's literally paper, who cares? Right? But like for some reason it bugs me. This kid feels empathy for everything. It's true, dude! Now Oswald's got me analyzing my myself to the point where I'm actually wondering if that's the reason why I care. Is it because I feel empathy for the frickin' book? Probably not. Something's always hidden in the trash, like you say. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here either. I really thought there'd be something there this time. Oswald, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Okay, these trash bins have a secret, I'm sure of it. Oswald, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was it supposed to be a compliment? This game's great. The talk about learning programming reminds me of my computer science teacher, who not only is old enough to have grandchildren, way too old for the job, but also takes points away from my assignments because I use techniques and functions she hasn't taught yet? That stinks. Chaos Cola. Check out your book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Chaos Cola is the best one. Look at that. How would they track if you're using a VPN? Good question! That's a good question. The law was written by someone who doesn't understand technology, but it's really awful. Because it basically gives... So there are people calling it the ban TikTok bill, but it has nothing to do with banning TikTok. It's about banning basically anything that they consider to be foreign and or a threat. So it doesn't even have to be foreign to my understanding. So anything that's just considered to be like a threat to like national security in some way. So they consider VPNs to be a threat because you can prevent the government from spying on you. That sounds great. Let's ban the VPNs, guys. It's so weird. To be fair, if it passed, they wouldn't actually ban VPNs. I don't think that's what they want to do. People who are writing this law, I think what they want is to make it so that if they if a branch of the government has reason to believe that you are doing something illegal using a VPN, then they can get you in trouble for using a VPN to do that illegal thing, right? But I feel like that's backwards because how can you prove that they did the illegal thing unless you can see that they did it? And how can you do that if the VPN works, right? So it has to be that they have a backdoor of some kind, and it's like, this is just a horrible law. Like, this is freaking... This has insane consequences if this passes. Hopefully it doesn't. It just always finds a way. We freaking... It's unbelievable how much... I'm not gonna get overly political, I swear. But I hope most anyone could agree with this. It's unbelievable how much we've screwed things up. Over the many years now. It's like, good lord, dude. We just keep finding a way to make things worse somehow. It's like, stop it! Leave it alone! It's... Cave Mystery Dungeon Sonic spin-off game, please? That actually might be fun. Not gonna lie. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy. So plush. Oh my gosh, plush is reference to this game. Whoa. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll let my eyes rest a little bit. Oswald, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I'd hit the ring cap. Let's look at this. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out of the floor and everything, but every book on the shelf is in alphabetical order except for this one. The Mirage Express Manual. The user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on, so someone took the manual. Okay. You think someone found it on the ground and put it back? But it's interesting. Let's make a note of this. Okay. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck, this reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, it's Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. It's an autobiography and recipe book? Let's go. Yo, hang on a second. Sorry, guys. Okay. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. That's hilarious how it's a recipe book as well. Maybe people just underappreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Yeah, good omelet, dude. Every once in a while. A globe of our marvelous planet. Guys, it's Earth. Write it down. It's canon. They're on Earth. Write it down. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. If we can't beat either. Oh, no, it's like the Sonic Unleashed world, right? It's perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He's back from his, move to Shamar that lasted forever. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. Keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone. Oops. I'll just do that again just to see the last line. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Yes. Oh, poor thing. That arm's really struggling cleaning up the car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and let's do this thing. I'm trying to like speedrun. Yeah, probably for the best. One moment. Bro. I gotta respond to their freaking text. Love that painting on the right side. Can you click on that too? Oh, it's Professor Pickle. That's awesome. I didn't actually notice that. I feel like there's definitely something else I'm missing. I guess the door I didn't click on yet. Let's see. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked his door on the way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's locked his out of your inventory. I think we've found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Alright. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? No. I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I had the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Okay, that's the same thing. Can I take your order? Yes, please, I'm starved. Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why would you show the menu to me? Come on, Oswald, why would you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me. Look, Oswald, you made him a fool. Come on, Oswald, smooth this over. Now I'm the fool. Yeah, I smooth things over, but at what cost? That's funny. They both agreed. So you two don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Oswald and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if needed. This music is, like, pretty good for an April Fool's game, I have to say. Well, that's easy. I got bored. Bro. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd check it out. It seems to line up with the information gathered from Knuckles. And that brings our attention to USP. Origin entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time, or were you in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen him happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't know you that, detective. Let the man live. Bro, what if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what the book might be. Oswald, could you help me out? Alright, Oswald, what book do you think Espio may have been reading?
Well, there's only one book in my inventory. Shadow's Lock. Dang. A manual. You think I'm supposed to read instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? This is cool how the sprites are, like tinted different colors for the different levels. Oh, frick. What is that? This is great! Oh, no. This is so good. Like, bro, this is so high effort for this. Oh, is the stream dying? It's fine. I'm glad it's good now. If I can learn about how bad TikTok is from Reddit thread, which is actually very interesting and technically informative, why can't the US government? Yeah, I don't know. Press Pickle is too powerful for the stream. Yeah, that's what it is. Katie is the voice of the Think? Oh, yeah, that is a fun fact. I actually thought it was like Amy for some reason. There are books that are on the floor, sure, but there are many books on the shelves who are in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SPO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SPO. A butcher and a poet, friendship can come from anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Oswald, if you don't mind. Could you ask SPO some questions about the manual? Just flip to the page and ask away. Obviously, quiz SPO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? I don't know what's the correct answer. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms during events that they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and the messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Since I guess we iced that question, Oswald, hit him with another one. It's weird how they have to... Oh wow, it's just random, I guess. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Oswald. Let's see if Vespa can go 3 for 3. Gotcha, which page should I pick last? Let's do this. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and needs general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train is an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities with the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah, dude. Totally, it's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual, but does just feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both have had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if it's true. But I answered all my questions so calmly, it's very impressive. And I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Are they normally 400 plus pages long? That's a good question. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can't... SPO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? You know the ancient, like, troll face meme? Problem? It's a little referent now. Frankly, I'm gonna shut up now. Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Oswald? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Oswald, think! We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw us be reading, but what? Wait. A piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SPO reading. I mean, this? No, I don't know what they're talking about. What does this have to do with anything? We're up, Oswald. Let's get our argument together. What, because Shadow also saw him read? These actually are, like somewhat difficult, you know? Frick, dude. Like, they're absolutely real special stages. Oh no.
That's great. I like how streaming Sonic Frontiers is fine, but visual novel is too powerful for your internet. Yeah, I know, right? It's just my internet. It's just like that. They finally, you know how I said like several months ago that they were trying to put fiber internet in? I haven't heard any update on that. On that project. Fun fact, when you walk around the like area, they still have freaking wires spread across the road. Like covering the road. Like if you drive, you have to drive over them. I'm like, how long are they gonna leave them on the road? I have no idea if they're done installing it or not. In the area. But they're taking. I don't think they are. I think it's just taking forever. But when they eventually finish it, maybe I can get fiber internet, and maybe my internet won't stink so bad. That'd be nice. Okay, Shadow walked through the library to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score for long. Crocs are natural gamers. It's an awesome line. I gotta put that in with the gamer hat from Sonic Forces. So raw. SPO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SPO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SPO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SPO's desperation here, defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, and at that moment were you really in the library car at all? But how would SPO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SPO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Oswald, and that I would love for SPO to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass by through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SPO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't, I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SPO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's returning to the library car? What should I do? Oh, frick. Well, I don't actually know. It doesn't matter what page you choose. Yeah, you're probably right. Because I'm kind of curious to see how Tails would react if I defend SPO. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Alright, my fellow Sushi, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another? I mean, we already used the lock, right? Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another. Did he... Man, I don't know. I'm not getting it. I feel like the lock makes the most sense, but we already used that. I guess you could say save the map. Let's get my thoughts in order. Alright. I picked Joey and Tails and he defended SPO anyway. Oh, dang. Oh. Oops. Alright. So... I don't think I'm even halfway through the game, right? It's pretty... actually fairly long. So I know this is hilarious. I didn't expect this. But because I took so long blabbing about random things, and to be fair, also playing Corey in the Dead 4, I think it's actually, like, I should actually continue this game like another time. I'd like finish it for real.
because I don't want to like stream too long because I don't want to like trigger my shortest support to get bad again. So I think what I'm gonna do is I don't know, get to like a point where I feel like is a good. I know I can save it like anytime, but I think I want to get to the point where I can like save and then just like stop for now and continue some other time. I can do shorter streams, it's fine, as long as I do it more frequently than once every like half a year. Espio's awesome. I believe Espio. See? The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another as a straight path. Okay. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Oh, frick. What could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? Well, if Shadow was here... Is this... is this a rug? Or this isn't like a shelf, right? That doesn't make any sense. This is a rug. Okay. So, if Shadow was here, Espio could have been, here? Right? Where would Espio have been? Like here? Not quite. Frick. Dude, I wouldn't have seen him anywhere. I could be right here, and he would come in and I would be like, do y'all hear something? So I don't freaking know. For Shadow not see Espio as he was walking through the library car, where would Espio... Oh, as he was walking through the entire car? Well, right here, yeah. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. The alibi is most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Another pair of Aldi validated. That's the stupidest joke. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. While I'm exhausted, I'm going to crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of... We can't see your mouse, dude. Oh. Oops. Well, now you know. You could see when I clicked on it, I guess. Because it highlighted green. So the work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give him heck. That's beautiful. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. What word? What word, Vector? I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murder is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock. Espio, I can't believe you. While our heroes are in the caboose. That's why I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Oswald, let's see what's next. Coming... Okay. I guess I should probably save now. Although, knowing me, when I resume this next time, I'm probably gonna be like, do I click everything in the library? I'm gonna have to like remind myself that I already did this. Anyway. Oh, that's wonderful. They put the like avatar with the gaming hat on the left. On the wall. That's wonderful. Short streams are okay. Yeah, as long as I do one like more often than I've been doing them. I feel like it's fine. Just so you know, you can jump over those things that are coming at you. Thanks, Taz. I appreciate it. Yeah, I figured, but I didn't, I took no chances. I love Taz's facial expressions. He looks so unhinged. They're all so great. Like, I know I'm not, like, saying it, like, super often, because I just don't want to be a broken record and just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. But, like, genuinely, like, this is so good! I'm, like, thoroughly enjoying this. I can't believe, like, what a cool thing to just drop out of nowhere just for the heck of it. Like, it's just crazy. Like, this is so high effort for them. Like, all the backgrounds have all this crazy detail in them, and the characters are also stylized, and it's perfect! The style for these characters, the way they're drawn,
is perfect. Like, this is exactly how I want the characters to look. All of them. Like, every one of them is stylized so well. And the writing is great. Like, it's on point. It's all, like, exactly how I expect them to be. And it's, like, interesting enough for what it is, you know? And has some little neat jokes here and there that aren't, like, cringy. Which is a miracle. Like, just going back to, like, 2010, 2011, you know? It's, like, the writing in the Sonic games was, like, cringy, you know? Very cringy, and we went from that to this, and it's just like, man, what an improvement we have, and like, you can tell that there's people in charge now who actually care and understand the characters, and it's just really cool. I don't know. I know I completed a pitiful amount of this game for the nearly 4 hours I've been playing it, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna like play it again some other time. But yeah, I need to make sure I don't like. Because my voice is already giving out too, so I need to like take it easy right now for my health. But yeah, Sonic game is great writing. It actually does, like, surprisingly great. Yeah, it's really I'm really enjoying it so far. What a crazy thing! Like, who had this on their bingo card, right? Yeah, Sega's gonna put out a murder mystery visual novel game starring the Sonic the Hedgehog characters for April Fool's Day. And it's gonna be great! Who knew? I would never have guessed that. It's really cool. Did you know Sega Hardline made a fake Sonic dating game tweet for April Fool's? I didn't. I probably did see that. I don't remember that. That's funny though. But yeah, I know it's a shorter stream, which is probably weird for me because I don't usually do that. But yeah, I want to stream again soon, like as soon as I can. I just need to take it easy for now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm I'm quite happy that there's like someone at Sega who cares again. It's fun, like. It's corny to say it, but I like missed these characters for so long, so it's really cool to see them like come back in some form, you know. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna end the stream here. We don't have any more dark midis at the moment. I'll have to find more for. I have to like dig them up, you know, from wherever they came from. But we're gonna complete this next time, I think. So yeah. See you all later. Epic Gaming Saturday. Later, everyone. Thanks for watching. Happy April Fools. So funny.